Hello, and welcome to the Curse at Ravenspire live play Dungeons & Dragons podcast. I am your Dungeon Master, Doug Kapoff. With me are our players, Ethan, playing Rivers, the human fighter. Drew, playing Lysander, the elven bard warlock. Kevin, playing Casimir, the Dampier sorcerer. Pat, playing Roderick, the human barbarian. Darren, playing Calsolus, the tiefling rogue cleric. And Jeff, playing Zora, the reborn ranger. This is the When Bards Attack podcast. All right, welcome back to the When Bards Attack podcast. I am your Dungeon Master, Doug Kapoff, and tonight we continue the story of the Curse at Ravenspire. This is episode 13. I'm going to bring my players back. The only reminders tonight that we have is Sunday night, Starfall, episode 14 continues at 7:30. You can check it out on Twitch, YouTube, and on Spotify the next day. So, with that being said, here we go. Bring our players back in. With me tonight, Pat and Drew, Ethan, Darren, and Jeff. Welcome back, everybody, to Curse of Strahd / Curse at Ravenspire. Last time our heroes made their way, well, heroes in quotes, made their way through Vallaki, had dinner with Lady Fiona, and then spent a lot of time deciding next steps, discussions around where to go from here. The cards were reviewed heavily, hinting now at perhaps the weapon itself is being held in Argynvostholt, the former home of the Silver Dragon Order. One for sure there. The ally referring likely to a werewolf, and discussions about how to potentially meet up with them. And I don't remember, sorry, it's been a couple weeks, you guys really expressed card number 1 where the book was hidden, possibly. Did you guys ever come up with where you thought that was? I think you did, but I couldn't remember. Was there a consensus? That
might have been one of the confusing ones.
That was the one that referred to the monkey man in the tower and whatnot.
Oh. We talked about the mage potentially.
Yeah.
The wizard. We talked about going to see the wizard regardless.
Right.
Okay. We also talked, I don't remember what else we said.
So less clear on that one, but possible options. All right. Well, with that being said, you guys decided to head down to Argynvostholt. You were going to drive through there, quick check to see if how it looked, and then depending on that, make a decision. Where I think then you were going to head ultimately to the Wizard of Wines to investigate what was going on there, possibly checking out Krezik while you were in that direction. However, on your way out of town, you guys met a nobleman who approached you all. His name was Vasily, I believe. I gotta find his name. Where is Vallaki notes? Let's see.
Vasily von Holtz.
Thank you, Vasily. I just found my page. Vasily von Holtz, who paid you 500 gold up front, half up front, to investigate his missing carriage, which was supposed to be on the way via the North Road from Krezik. You all agreed that you would check it out and that you would make it your first priority, and I quote. You then took half the money, ultimately started to head out of town. Your plan was to stop by the Vistani camp. Drew was going to turn into the girl. Good lord, my brain's done tonight. Irina, thank you. And make your way from there onwards. You stop by a magic shop and rob the place blind, taking all of the magical equipment with a suggestion that Vasily would later pay the debt. And that's where we left off. So you guys have picked up a lot of new stuff, and we're about to leave out of town.
Can't really say we robbed them if you let us walk out the door with it.
We're gonna call it robbed. We'll see how that plays out in the coming days, I'm sure. In the short term, you guys are out in the street, about to leave, so I turn it to you guys to take it over from there.
I'm trying to remember, what was our shtick going to be for the Vistani camp? We were going to ask about wine. Is that what it was?
Yeah.
I don't remember what we had. Something we were going to do. It is what it was. We were going to go see if they had wine. Because what's her name told us she got wine from them because we needed traveling wine for Kresnik. That's what it was.
They can go in and out of Barovia. So that's why we're going to ask them. I said
The Vistani can leave Barovia, so they can get wine. Is why what Fiona mentioned.
Yeah.
Okay.
So as we're walking out, I guess who's going to go up and talk to him? Not me. Irina just needs to be present.
And Drew's voice has not changed; it's just image. So. Yeah.
I'm not sure who's giving the thumbs down there.
Yeah, probably either you or me, Calsolis. Not that I don't think that Zora could do it as well. I'm just, I don't. That's totally up to you, Zora.
I'm sure diplomacy's my strong suit.
So either way is fine. We can tag team it if you want.
Should Ishmael go as well?
Who?
Ishmael.
Ishmael.
It's been an extra week.
Ismark's staying at the church with his sister.
Yeah.
Oh, Jesus.
Remember, the plan's so good we just fooled Roderick, dude. We're bringing his fake sister.
Somehow I'm not surprised.
Yeah.
Alrighty.
Yeah.
Wait, so that's
Roderick
not
doesn't go because we don't want Roderick to actually say that while we're there.
Yeah. Just to clarify, you do understand, correct?
There's a separate team meeting after the team meeting where you guys just give me food.
Hey, so are you guys as confused as I am? All right, cool.
All right. So what I would say we should do then is not have everyone go. That way we can make it look like since Ismark's not there, if we're all not there, it's more believable that he's not there. You know what I'm saying? So just the three of us go, and Roderick and Zora can kind of meet us at the next, I guess. Is it still in town? It's out of town.
It's just out of town.
Just like meet us just past it, like by the gate, kind of, or something like that.
Yeah, like that.
What I might also suggest too is have me in the guise of Irina, like trying but failing to kind of look inconspicuous. Like, don't be so obvious that I'm Irina, like, that I'm Irina. How you doing? Like, kind of be a little more in the back.
Yeah.
Hood up. Yeah, exactly.
Okay.
Just sell it.
Got it.
Yeah.
I think it's a good idea.
Okay.
Yeah, and I think if I'm there, it'll be enough of a they know who we are sort of thing. If they see me, you know what I mean. If that, they'll know.
Yeah, I think
they'll know at that point.
They'll recognize us, or someone will.
They'll be able to pass our visage along to other people, and that'll make sense. Yeah. Okay.
Okay.
All right. That's what we're doing, Doug.
All right. So you guys are ready to head out of town. You guys assume just going out through the west gate, very visible, and just through the main gates. Okay.
Yep.
You were very close to the gates because you were just right, down the street from them at the magic shop. You have a little bit of time before that spell wears off. So you guys make your way quickly out of town to the gates. The guards give you no trouble at all. They unlock the padlock, open the gates, let you on your way. There's actually a few small homes outside of the gates on the west side that you pass on your first 5 minutes of walk. But it doesn't take long. 5-10 minutes, less than 10 minutes, before you come to a side road that leads south. That you can tell leads through a foresty path where you were told the Vistani camp is currently at.
Okay.
So is the whole group going to go down the road a little ways, or is the others just staying here on the main road first? What does this look like?
Are they in the forest?
Yeah. I have the map of Lackey up, so you can kind of see it's down here. Is where it is.
Okay. I'd probably say just get off the main road. Just
Maybe come down a little way towards the edge of the forest, maybe.
What do you guys think? Like Roderick and Zora, like, is that cool with you? Just to wait. I mean,
kind of hang out there at the edge of the forest.
Sure.
Yep.
Okay. Got it. All right. Well, you guys, nothing happens. It is late morning at this point. It is a day like any other in Barovia. It is cloudy. It is like Seattle, dense clouds, maybe even a little denser than they have been the last day or so. You've only been here for a little bit over a day. It's a little darker. It did rain the night before, after your dinner, during your dinner, and after your dinner, so the ground is a little bit wet. As you move through this muddy road, it leaves mud on your boots and leaves pretty strong prints in the mud. But the three of you, so it's Drew, Darren, and Ethan?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yep.
Three of you make your way through the woods. Takes you, again, no more than about 8 to 10 minutes to get it. And this is what you see. The woods, these dark woods, open up to an expansive clearing. You can see the clearing opens up to a large hill. At the top of the hill, there are a number of bright and colorful tents. You can see, but that's not what catches your attention first. At the base of the hill are small buildings, elegantly carved woodwork, hewn right into the side of the hill. Looks like they go all around it. There are 8 of them. 7 of them. I can't count. 7 of these little homes. They look a little bit like hobbit holes, but they're more of a full roof structure. They're not built fully into the hill. So there are 7 of them in kind of a circle around this large hill. It's very foggy down and around the ground level and around these woods. It's not full mist where you have to worry about choking, but it is foggy, leaving out some of the details. But these homes are elegantly built. They each have nice lanterns on them. And in front of them, the front of the first house that you see, the one that's kind of facing the road, there are 3 men standing in front of. You guys are about 200-300 feet away at this point, so features are limited of what you can see. You can tell there's the road you're on moves around the buildings, and it looks like you could circumvent the homes and go up the hill on a little bit of the side, kind of on the west side of it. But that's what you see. Would you like
And you said there are like tents too, right?
Yep, they're up on top of the hill, and you can see the bright colors, the golds and reds and greens that you've seen the Vistani, wearing on their clothes and on their other wagon. The 3 men standing in front of this home do not look like Vistani. They do not wear bright colors. From this range, you can see they're just wearing dark clothes. Dark black leathers, a hood over their head. You can tell there's long hair, white, gold, One of them white, one gold, one brown. That's what you can see. All three long hair. The Vistani all had short, kind of well-kept hair. These look different.
What are we?
And do
What
we
are
have
we
to
at?
pass by them? Or we have to pass by them to get to the regular?
You'd have to get relatively close. You could keep about maybe 100 feet of distance and kind of circumvent them and go up the hill from kind of the side, but they'll absolutely see you. There's definitely no way to get up there without being seen.
And remind me again, we're just asking if they know anything about the wine or what's.
No, we're seeing if they have wine.
Oh, okay, gotcha. Just because of the shortage, got it.
Yeah.
All right, sweet.
For our trip to Kresnik, essentially.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, no point in beating around the bush. Let's go talk to these guys.
Just gonna walk up to these guys.
Yeah, unless Cal Solis or fake Irina are gonna pull me back.
And Drew, how long does that spell last? An hour?
I believe so.
Yeah, let me double check.
Yeah. So I'll assume you cast
30 seconds.
1 minute. No, I assume you cast it right before you guys enter the woods. So you should have an hour.
It lasts
About
an hour.
A little less than an hour at this point. Okay. If you guys are going to walk closer, you can. As you get closer to this group, now probably about 100 feet to them, you can start to make out more features for sure. And you can see that there are more of them scattered around the lower level of this hill, moving around near these homes. All wearing these black colors. Some of their hoods are not up. These three are. And you start to see features. They have pale skin, and you see pointed ears. You see a group of elves scattered around the base of this hill. 3 right in front of you, towards the front of this house, and then a handful others kind of moving around the bottom part of the hill. You would guess, based on what you can see, looks like about 8 or 9 of them in total. They have pale white skin. They remind you have seen absolutely one elf since getting here. There was one elf that was riding along with the nobleman who you believe to be Strahd, that you met on the road here on the way to Barovia. They look a little bit like drow elves.
I'd say we just kind of. I mean, are you walking towards them, or are we just walking? I mean,
I guess as we approach, I would sort of get the vibe that these aren't the people who would be trading the wine in the first place. So, is there a path up the hill, Doug?
Yeah,
or is it
there is. So if you
kinda...
started going around, you get the sense that they'll see you, but you would be pretty far away, like over 100 feet, that may not start a conversation.
I'm going to go at a comfortable but not urgent-looking pace and act like I belong and that I have nothing to hide, and I'm going to stick to the path to go up the hill.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Well, you see these elves. They do look at you, for sure, as you get closer. Nobody
I'll wave at them, too. I'll give them a single-hand wave as they look at me.
Okay. The one kind of in the front of the 3 just nods as you walk by, pays no attention, doesn't get defensive or by any means, just gives you a nod, lets you move past.
Cool. Perfect. Draw my weapon.
Charge! I just had a scene like Lancelot in Monty Python.
Yeah, charging up the field. Let's go up to the tents. It seems like that's where some traders might be.
You make your way around, and as you start coming up the side of the hill, you do pass another couple of these elves. Absolutely, you get a better view of the hill. Definitely about 9 of them scattered throughout. You can see now. You see both sides of the hill. They just seem
Are they
to be
visibly armed?
Yes, all of them are carrying swords or bows or both, but none of them seem to be in any way prepared to do anything. Just going about their day. You make your way to the top, and this is what you see. There are a number of tents, about 3 of them, up there, and then a large number of wagons, like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 wagons scattered around the top of this hill as you get up to it. And then there's 3 large tents in the middle. 2 are smaller, 1 much larger than the other 2. There are a number of Vistani scattered around this hill, the top of this hill, as you can see a little bit bigger. This is a big, large hill for all these wagons and carts, just to be clear about the height of this. You can see a number of Vistani women, children, a few men moving around. But for the number of wagons that you see, and the tents, and the size of the tents, that you probably only see about 7 or 8 Vistani scattered around. There should be a lot more. So it looks, for all the hardware here, it looks like it's relatively thin as far as people. But they notice...
Not gone for the funeral service.
They notice you, for certain, but pay you no real mind. At least most of the women and children. They're playing dice games, and some of them are finishing breakfast. One of them's doing laundry. It just looks like a normal morning in the Vistani camp. One of the men does stand up that's closest to one of the tents, though, and will approach you. You notice, Ethan and Darren, Andrew, the 3 of you would notice, one of the wagons looks familiar. You've ridden on it before, one of the carts.
Right.
You already got your cheese back.
Is the man that's approaching us Dragomir? Or no?
Nope, it is
Okay,
not.
all right.
But he does walk over towards you to kind of intercept you. Good morning. What do these guys sound? Good
Greetings.
morning. Good morning. How can I help you?
Yes, you can. I or at least I'm hoping. My friends here, I'm gonna gesture and open up backwards to Calsolus and fake Irina. We're traveling to Krezik, and because of the wine shortage, we weren't able to get anything halfway decent in town. And knowing your people are skilled traders and purveyors of goods, I was hoping that you'd have something that we could wet our whistle with on the way.
You'll have to speak with the boss. He just kind of nods and turns towards the larger of the 3 tents and starts walking towards it. Kind of nods for you to follow.
Yeah, follow.
Okay.
Man, we're gonna shit a brick if Mistress Ava's in there.
I bet the boss is Dragomir, dude.
So you walk in. As you walk towards the tent, they push the thing back, and you see a small event unfolding. There are 4 other Vistani in this large tent, not Mistress Ava. One of them has their hands bound and is on the ground. Bloody face, looks like he's been getting the crap kicked out of him. And there are 2 Vistani standing over him. One to the left, one to the right, kind of either side, and then one just standing guard in the room. No weapon drawn by any means, nor do they have weapons drawn. The one on the right you recognize as Dragomir, absolutely. The other on the left looks very similar to Dragomir, just from facial, looks like maybe related, just from the look you see, almost like a family resemblance. They both have short black hair, well-groomed goatees, wearing kind of similar clothes and colors. But as you walk in, they're just in the middle. The one on the left, not Dragomir, just kicks the guy right in the chest. I can't believe you let this happen. God bless it. What is it? He turns to see the tent just opened as the 3 of you enter. The 2 Vistani men turn to see that the tent opened. You see him kind of, what is it? And Dragomir sees you all, and his face goes white. He just he does one of these, and just takes 2 steps back, away. He's definitely thinner than his, what looks to be maybe brother. But he takes a couple of steps back, while the other man kind of takes a step forward. What is it? Sorry, Master... So I can get his name real quick. Master Uvash, I have some traders here looking for wine. I wanted to see if we had any to spare that you would be willing to give up. What are you talking about? We haven't had wine in weeks. I mean, not that we're gonna give. Our rations are so low. Why'd you come here? Just snaps at you. He looks pissed.
I'm actually gonna just ignore him and look at Dragomir and say, Dragomir, and open my arms and go in for like a single hand kind of handshake hug and see if he reciprocates.
No, he backs up a little bit. Brother, these are the men I told you about. His
men.
brother. Oh, and women. Sorry. Brain lapse. Yeah, it's 2 women. It's 2 women actually. So. These are some of the folks I told you about from the other night. He looks at him kind of sternly, and Luvash just kind of raises an eyebrow.
Only good things, I would hope.
I see. Well, welcome to Barovia. What do you want besides wine? I don't have any to give. Sorry.
Well, welcome. Your companion here, Dragomir, already gave us a great welcome, and we've been really trying to make ourselves at home ever since. What an interesting land that you all live in here.
Spare me the pleasantries. This place is a hell.
He tells the truth. We're looking for wine. We're I make a point to gesture to Calsolas and Irina. My companions and I are heading to Krezik right now, and we didn't have any luck getting any decent rations in town, and hope that we could get some in camp here.
There is no question about it. Dragomir is watching Irina very closely. Drew, is there a saving check to see if they see through the illusion? I believe there might be. If you could check that for me.
A creature must take a steady action to inspect your appearance and succeed on an intelligence check.
Intelligence of what?
Against my DC save, so DC 16.
DC 16, intelligence save. So yeah, Dragomir is... his brother doesn't seem to care about you by any means, doesn't pay any special attention. Dragomir stares at Irina pretty much the whole time. As soon as he finishes his scary almost embrace with Rivers, he kind of steps back, starts watching her as this conversation's happening. I'm gonna make an intelligence save, or a
dumb as a post.
Intelligence 16. You said
16.
okay. The next roll I need, Ethan, since you did the talking, I need you to give me a deception check, please.
Yeah, that's no problem at all.
Why is it a deception check?
Because he lied and said you wanted wine and you're going to to Krezik, neither of which is technically true.
It's a very robust 6.
Very robust 6.
I'm gonna probably just use my inspiration.
Okay.
It's probably worth it, I think.
Okay. Go ahead.
Early inspiration, but oh wow, 5.
Wow. Okay.
Love that.
Okay. He looks at you as you're talking. Afraid I can't help with that. Our supply is low as well.
Darren, you got any kind of cool reaction you can do with that to give me a better roll on that? I don't think
really.
So. All right, cool.
I could give you guidance, but it would be very obvious, and it's only going to give you a max +4. So
Bless me from behind.
Also, would have had to do that beforehand.
When he says that, do I notice any kind of change in tone from him? Does he?
No, he doesn't.
I mean, he already seemed grumpy, but
yeah, he doesn't break stride. So either he didn't see through it, and I rolled really crappy, or he doesn't care.
Cool. Yeah.
Because as he clearly has other things that he's dealing with here.
I want to. I'll nod at the guy on the ground and say, "What'd this poor sap do?"
Lost my daughter. She's missing.
A lot of people missing around here. we're doing a little work for some other missing folks. Where what happened to your daughter?
She disappeared 2 nights ago. Vanished from camp. My little... what's her name? He's gonna give you a name, because why not? My little girl Arabelle she has been missing for some time. Or for 2 nights.
No leads? No idea where she went? Anybody?
Not yet. I have half the camp searching for her.
How did she go missing with this almost military group of elves that you have around this camp?
That's a good question. Ask him. And she kicks him again. He was in charge of her. I should have stayed. I should have had a closer eye on her myself. He sounds annoyed and frustrated himself as he says that.
So nobody saw anything? You have all these...
No one.
What appear to be highly trained elves in your camp, and none of them saw what happened?
He looks at you, kind of raises an eyebrow. They are not Vistani. Kind of chuckles a little bit.
I didn't say they were Vistani.
They are just silly elves. They are useless.
Any recent enemies you've made lately? You seem like a powerful man. Anybody in town that has issues with you, or?
The whole town hates us.
Huh. Well, that doesn't narrow it down at all. What about do you get trouble with the werewolves and all that out in the woods?
No, we've not had trouble with the wolves. They stay away from the Vistani. If I knew where she was, I would have gone and found her myself.
How old is this daughter of yours?
She is just 7 years old. Beautiful blonde hair.
Was
Drag
she
her.
with anyone when she disappeared?
This one. Kicks him again. Ugh. I swear I just fell asleep for a little while.
Where was she taken
Just out
from?
of curiosity, how old does Zora appear to look?
Sora,
I'm 12 to 15 years old. She's older than 7 for sure.
Okay.
I wasn't born 2 days ago either.
It's
he's-
a good thing she's not here.
Well, the thought occurred to me as soon as he said that. Oh God, which part of that was her?
there she is. Some of her.
Was she taken out of her tent, or
Yes, she disappeared from my tent. I was out hunting. This one was supposed to be watching her. Kicks him again.
tell you what, we're pretty us three, we're a pretty capable group, and we're already headed out into the wilderness. Mind if we just take a look around your tent before we leave and see if we can get any leads?
You're not going to look around my tent. But if you find her, you'll be well rewarded.
Well, probably be easier to find her if we took her around her tent, but like my dad always used to say, one arrow in the quiver is better than one in the shoulder. So,
That one made surprisingly a lot of sense.
well, I suppose we'll just be on our way then. Look back at Cal Solis.
Yep. Yeah, we'll keep an eye out for her.
Yeah.
Her
Good
name was
luck. If
Arabelle.
we hear anything about your daughter, we'll definitely be back.
Okay.
Dragomir, reach over and give him a hard clap on the shoulder. Damn good to see ya.
You as well.
Doug, I would like to make 2 rolls. I would like to do an insight check on Dragomir to find out if he's, if he. I assume that he has not stopped looking at Irina.
Nope.
Correct?
Nope.
Okay.
He's
I would
definitely
do an
more
insight
focused
check.
on Irina.
Yeah. Do an insight check to see if he's what's going on in his noodle.
Okay.
I got an 11.
Yeah, you get the sense that there's interest. You don't sense that he has seen through it. Not looking at like a I see through your little trick. You just get the glint of he is looking at opportunity.
I would
idea.
like a performance check and look uncomfortable, kind of like I don't want to be here, like I don't want to, I need to go, kind of like trying not to draw attention to myself, maybe fidget with my hood, that kind of thing.
Okay.
Wow.
What'd you get? Sorry.
I'm gonna give myself use a bardic inspiration, I think, and try to salvage that 8.
Well, too late. You gotta do that before the roll.
Oh, do it? Okay.
Yeah. That's okay. It's
You
a,
can just
it's
try it again.
A fidgety 8. Understood.
Yep.
Try it again and look seductive.
Okay. Anything else that you want to do here?
I think we just head out.
Yeah, I think we're good.
Okay. I'll move time along. There's really nothing, unless you're going to stop and talk to somebody, bring you back to the rest of the group so we can get the group back together and you'll find yourself.
That was weird.
Yeah, have this conversation with the rest of the group in case they want to add in. But yeah, you get back to the rest of the group and start making your way back towards the main road. Go ahead and RP out that, whatever you wanted to do there, Darren.
Yeah, well, fill him in on the whole, the situation in there. Just kind of explain everything that happened.
Jeff,
I mean,
as you hear this, Jeff, one thing for you, I'm going to activate one of your abilities. When they talk about the elves, you know exactly who the elves are. You would be able to add some history to this, and you can just say you add this if you want to the rest of the group. But Jeff, you would know that the elves here, there are not many left in Barovia. In your time spent here in Barovia, there's only a handful left, probably less than 20. They did something to upset Strahd very badly. There was a massacre that happened in their home. All of the women were killed so that they could never reproduce again. Only those that were left alive for their eternal life to remember the horror of Strahd as for payment. You don't know what happened, but they did something to piss off Strahd to the point where he went like full vengeance mode and massacred most of their people.
I'll relay that story in kind of Vincent Price as a 14-year-old girl kind of way.
Yeah,
That's not that difficult for you, really.
What's that, Dan?
That's not that difficult for you, given how you look. So the Vincent Price thing is just kind of like the norm.
What do you think about his daughter? I mean, surely everybody wants to save an innocent child, right? Should we do a little tracking? See if we can pick up a trail or something.
Oh, those bad dogs again. Those werewolves.
It's all connected, man. Shit.
We're too far away from at this point. Like, what are we going to look for?
And the road
where she disappeared.
Yeah, with the rain that came through, if they were anywhere near any of these paths, most of those tracks would be destroyed by now. It rained pretty good last night.
I'm not opposed, but if he's not even going to let us look at his place to like get a starting point, and like, there's no way for us. I mean, we're just going to be walking around the woods.
Yeah, I mean, we could ask around a little bit if we were like really intent on it, but we would also got to consider like burning daylight kind of vibe. We got a lot
we've got stuff to do. And given how he was looking at Irina, not Irina, like, I don't know that we want to hang around here too much more anyway.
Yeah,
I think our plan may have worked a little too well.
Yeah, sorry about your kid. Yeah.
Okay.
Roderick, Zora, what do you guys think? Are you? I guess and Lysander, any just continue on basically, like.
Well, do you want to add anything to that statement before we go off that topic? First of all, so Pat or Jeff, you want to add anything or?
Nope.
I mean, I agree. We should look for the missing kid, but if we don't have any leads, then what are we looking for? It'll come back around perhaps as we go on with our main goal here. I'm also going to keep an eye out for more elves, because that's intriguing that there's elves in camp right now. There's not many in the whole land.
Yeah, very few. This is probably that's probably what's left of their home, is what you would probably suspect. if there's only less than 20 left, most of them are right there, and you don't know how many were in buildings. So it might be the whole.
They could be good allies for us to have in the battle against Strahd.
You do got
certainly have motivation.
They might know something, yeah, as well. Whatever made him that mad.
But
would they risk his ire a second time to that?
They don't. They risk mine, and I spend my little.
There's
my little
nothing
tentacle
left for
rod in
them
the air.
going. If there's nothing left for them going forward,
But what do they got to lose?
exactly.
Now you do know one of them seems to be working for Strahd, as you saw one riding with him, whether by choice.
I mean, they're all hanging out with the Vistani who work for Strahd, so they're at least, as of now, we have to assume that they all are essentially working for him.
True.
They could be turned.
That's a good point.
Maybe.
It's like my dad always says, there's no more dangerous animal than a caged wolf with no food.
They're making more and more sense. You make it, while this conversation's happening, you make it to the main road. I assume you're going to head west towards your original goals. I have the map pulled back up. Is that still the plan?
I think so.
The plan was to head northwest, right? Toward the road that leads towards the where
Yes.
I guess where the cart would have been. Or?
Yes, yep, that's the upper road. So right now you guys you're here, just coming towards this bridge. So I'm just making sure you guys were still moving forward.
Yep.
Don't want to assume anything. So you guys continue on west for now, following the old Sphalic road. The next half hour goes by without any issues at all. You travel about a half mile before you come to a large bridge that does cross over a pretty large, heavy moving river, which is known as the Luna River. It's a stone bridge that crosses over the water itself, and then you can tell the road starts to climb from here up into the hills, into the wooded hills on the other side of it. On the other side of the... Oh, sorry, go ahead.
Just keep going unless there's something Matt wants to do.
Cross the bridge.
Toss the coin off the side as we go across.
Okay. Bing. Done. On the other side, you have a crossroads that you come to, the first crossroads. There is a road that leads directly south along the riverbank, a little bit raised up over the river because it does kind of climb up a little bit first. There's a road that leads south along the riverbank and heads towards what you would believe to be, or what you were told would have been, Argynvostholt. There is a kind of a direct westish, kind of southwest road that leads, and there's a signpost here that says it leads towards Kresik. And then there is a northwest road, which leads up towards Lake Baratok, and actually says Lake Baratok on the sign. That is where you were told the cart was supposed to be coming via the north road by Lake Baratok.
Take the north road.
Okay.
Right.
Take the north road.
All right. You travel again.
The cart guy did specifically say North Road, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
It's
Okay,
supposed to be coming from the North Road. As you travel, as you start making your way north, mostly north, but a little bit west, the muddy road of the Sphalic Road, again, with the rain, it's muddy. There's definitely no sign of a cart yet. So if it was on the way, as he said, it did not make it this far, or the tracks have been covered. But even with the rain, tracks from a large cart would likely still be visible. You don't see any sign of any recent tracks as you start traveling up north. You travel for about an hour north, which covers about 4 or 5 blocks, so it kind of brings you up to this northern section of the road. It's now about just almost midday as you make your way through the woods. The woods are quiet today. You don't hear the sound of wolves howling. The animals seem quieter. There's a few birds, but there's something in the slightly darker atmosphere of the day, the cloudiness, this little bit of a darker clouds, which could easily turn to storms, you think. You don't hear any thunder, or you don't see any rain, or even feel or sense any rain. But you could tell it's just a darker, dingier day, and everything seems quieter than it has. Pat, roll a d20 for me, please. If anything happens in your first hour trip. 8. That hour is completely uneventful. As you approach the second hour, however, still no tracks. You start to see the woods start to drop a little bit, and the woods start to thin a little bit along the what would be your northern side to your right as you're walking. And there's enough breakage in the woods that down below, and it's a little ways out, probably another half mile, maybe just a little bit more, you can start to see a structure reaching out from the valley below, which is a little bit of a valley to your north. There is a large tower, stands about maybe 3-4 stories tall. You can see just reaching out from this valley, where you can see a lake down below starting to become visible. You can kind of see it through the trees every once in a while. A large, huge lake with a giant tower sticking out of the middle of it. Looks like from a little jet of land, a little land bridge that leads out to it. As you start to see that, as that becomes into view, you all start to hear the sound of movement up ahead. Is the sound of a cart on rock and mud, the sound of wheels moving, very clear, and voices carrying. At this point, the voices are too vague to understand. It's just sounds at this point, but you can definitely start to hear some voices just at the edge of your view.
You guys want to set a quick ambush just in case?
Are they coming towards us or going away from us?
Sounds like it's going away.
Oh, okay.
Stranger, could I tell? For sure?
What's that?
As a ranger, could I tell for sure? For me to...
Yes. You can. Give me a perception check. Excuse me.
Perception. 26.
Pretty good perception check.
Yeah, it's definitely coming this way.
So it's coming
towards us?
Yep.
Damn.
Oh, you said going away. Make up your mind.
Coming towards you. Sorry. What did I say? No, yes, I did say that backwards. Sorry. I had a really long day at work today. It was awful, so my brain is Swiss cheese. Yes, coming towards.
They're coming this way.
In that case, let's set an ambush.
Set an ambush.
Okay, what's this going to look like? You probably estimate, Jeff, with that roll, probably 5 minutes before they would get here. A little less.
Oh, shit.
What if it's the people that we're looking for?
Well, aren't we looking for us? We're looking for a stolen cart, right?
We're looking for. We don't know. We're looking for his cart of people. We don't know that they're stolen.
Cart.
We don't know anything about like who's driving it or anything, right? Like race, appearance.
He just said two drivers that they typically go back and forth between Krezzik and Vallaki. Humans.
You give vague parameters, you get shitty results.
That's right.
I mean, we can hide out, but if I guess
not everybody. Not everybody. I'm saying let's get a few of us in the woods just in case.
Yeah, let's put gaps in the middle of the road. I'm being totally serious. Like, if you rolled up on that cursed doll, wouldn't you fucking stop?
Oh yeah, that's like Nightmare Fuel, middle of the Missouri road, middle of the night, like little girl on the road.
Yeah.
All right.
Like the girl from Ring just standing there in the road. Yeah, it looks pretty fucking creepy.
Right.
Me and Roderick will get in the woods, and that way, if shit hits the fan, we can hit him in the side full force.
Okay, so Rivers,
Yeah.
you're
You
going
all-
to move out into the woods.
What do you say, Darren?
Should we all be in the woods then? Are we just gonna leave Zora, or like are we gonna leave the 3 monsters in the woods? Or in the road? Is that the idea?
No, just leave Zora. That'll be creepier.
It would be creepier.
And then we can, if they give her any lip, she can say, "Oh, like don't make me angry. I'll summon my monsters." And then Darren, you and I pop out.
Sure.
I mean, we can.
Okay.
If you think the better option is for me and Roderick to talk to them, we can do that too, and you guys can all hide out. I guess I didn't think about that.
That's
The
also an idea.
Humans versus non-humans vibe.
True.
Yeah. Plus, I have a feeling that the non-humans can probably hide a lot better.
What? I got the mithril armor. I know. Wait,
What's
no,
your
I don't.
dex?
Fuck. No, I don't. Never mind.
Yeah.
I can hide quite well, but yeah.
All right, yeah. Me and Roderick will talk to him. Sure.
Okay, so you
Does-
two are
does
staying
Lys-
in the middle of the road. Is that what I'm hearing?
Does Lysander still look like Irina?
No, it's been
Or
more
is-
than an hour.
No.
Oh, okay, all right.
It's been about 2.
I'm standing in the middle of the road then.
Yeah, Zora, why don't you stay with
just-
us too?
No.
All right.
Stand in the middle of the road. I got my rod right behind my back.
Okay.
Do you have like
Well,
your
this
hood
is
up? Like if you've got yourself shrouded, could you pass as a girl, like a human, without close inspection? You know what I mean?
Probably.
Like,
As long as you don't get too close.
Yeah, if they don't get too close.
I know you're armed, but
Also, I want to point out that Zora is holding some sort of like hentai looking like
oh yeah,
whip,
the
like,
tentacle
so-
rod.
I have my back. But if they say anything I don't like, I'm just gonna have one of them itch my face. Come around the corner.
Yeah.
Okay,
Make
so
sure that thing's charged
again,
up
like-
before we fight.
help me clear up. Where is everybody? Because it changed a few times.
In the road.
Yes, I'm gonna be the greeter. I'm right in front.
Okay, you're in front with Pat. You're going to be in the road.
Yes.
Yeah, me too. Hey guys,
Rivers.
once they ask questions, I'll be your guy's dad, and Roderick will be my son, and then Zora, you can be Roderick's daughter, my granddaughter. Okay.
Okay.
Got it.
Thanks,
Okay.
people.
Try not to audible gasp on that one.
All right.
Okay.
I guess I'll go hide.
Okay.
We'll go hide in the woods.
All right, and if shit
Yeah.
hits the fan, you guys cast some fucking meteorite shit, okay? And really
Well,
let
yeah.
it rip.
Okay.
Don't destroy the cart though.
Got it.
I would hope you
We
don't.
actually have any meteorite shit, but we got it.
As we're walking into position, say, what are the odds that the really bad weather just slowed the cart down a bunch? And it's just this late?
Roderick, if there's one thing that I've learned here so far is that kind of thing doesn't happen in Barovia. It's something that has to do with a monster or a curse or a damn vampire. I'm thinking
You're
that's
probably,
yeah.
probably right. I
Okay.
need to go get an eye drop, I'm sorry.
You're good.
Are we gonna? Oh, never mind. He's gone. Should we?
I'm just putting you guys on the map, and then I'll open it up here.
Yeah, I was gonna say, should me and him like block the road or no? Probably not. Probably just like kind of walk.
You
on
tell
the
me.
side.
What does it look like? You just walk in towards them, or are you trying to make it look like you're stopping them? What does this look like?
That's a good question. I didn't really think about that aspect.
And
Maybe
We're
ask him
gonna
for a
be-
ride.
and
Are we
Cassidy,
travelers or are we highwaymen, basically?
yeah.
Travelers.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So Darren and Drew, where are you at? Are you on the same side of the road, opposite sides of the road? What does that look like?
I would assume probably opposite side.
Okay.
Yeah, do kind of a flanking move.
Got it.
Yeah.
Got you on either side. Before I activate the map, I'm not going to do it unless something happens, so I'm just going to describe what you see first. All right, so you guys are basically walking up the road a little bit. I assume moving very slow to keep your woods friends kind of invisible. You kind of slow down as this group starts to come around the bend. And what you see is sort of surprising. It's definitely more than 2 people. And you and maybe this will change what you're going to do as they're coming around the bend and about to become visible. You can definitely hear now numerous voices And so I'll give you a moment or two to react in case that changes your plan. You definitely hear at least 4 or 5, maybe 6 different voices for sure. It's this really low, gruff sound. Just very... They're not speaking English or basic. And whatever the voices are, they're this really gruff-sounding barks and sounds. And there's a lot of them. Or at least a group.
Where there's a whip, there's a way.
It sounds like the werewolf from entering Valaki, I assume.
Doesn't sound like a werewolf necessarily.
Okay. Okay.
Does that change your standing in the middle of the road or not? Just thought I'd give you that
No.
opportunity.
No, but I don't want to start walking at all until they like come into view, and then
Sure.
like kind of fake as if we were,
Yeah.
you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like I don't want
I
to
get you.
distance myself from the other
Yeah.
two.
Yep, I figured. Okay. Well, they start to come around the bend. And what you see is a cart being driven by a horse, single horse. There is one driver sitting on the cart itself. He is completely bald head, human, wearing just a drab brown kind of cloak, almost like a bag, basically like a potato sack almost. But he's completely bald, human, probably in his 30s. He's driving the reins. On either side of this cart, which looks like a normal cart. It doesn't look like a Vistani cart. It doesn't look like anything special, just a wooden cart. It's fully enclosed, wooden enclosed on all sides, roofed and all. Not a tent, although the map will show it as a tent if this turns into something. But it's a fully enclosed wooden cart. He's driving it, and as he comes into view, you see this horse is driving it, and on either side of the cart are 3 of these disfigured-looking, mutated-looking humanoids. There are 3 on either side of the tent, of the cart. And I'll give you a picture of them versus me trying to describe them. It'll show up in... See if that came. Does that come up?
Yeah.
Okay. These dog-ish looking, hunched over, mongrel-y looking creatures. There are 6 of them 3 of them on either side of the cart, and you guys can, as the cart fully comes into view, there's another set of boots you can see behind the cart, but it's hard to make out what it is, who it is. That's what you see coming into view. I'll give you a moment to do something, if you'd like.
What's in the cart? What kind of cargo can I see?
You cannot see the cargo. It is a fully closed-in wooden sides on all sides. There's a little window that you can see with bars behind the driver on this side.
Oh, they're going down.
You're not sure what's on the sides or the back.
I got a thing against things being locked up, so I'm gonna have to fix that.
Okay. That sounds like a you problem, but okay.
It is.
Okay, so any reactions? Anybody at all?
How many of the monster creatures? 2 of them one on each side?
3 on each side.
Oh Jesus! They're on
There
each
are-
side. A bald
there-
guy driving, and then someone that we can't see behind the cart.
Yeah, you just see boots. Looks humanoid. Doesn't
Oh, you're
doesn't look
talking
like the creatures aren't wearing boots or anything. They're you can see they're wearing just they've got just bare feet. Some of them look like, and they all look disfigured. They don't all look the same. They look like these just varying creatures that do different mutants and deformities.
What language are they speaking?
What language do you speak?
Celestial, Common, Draconic, Dwarvish, Elvish, Infernal, and Thieves' Cant.
Jesus
It's a
Christ!
lot of languages.
Knowledge of me.
Hang on.
I'm trying to do
knowledge of
Japanese
it.
on Duolingo, and it's impossible. Dude. That's insane.
Funny. Let me pull them up real quick in my book. Where are you guys? Where are you indeed? Let's go back. There they are. Language for these creatures. Hang on a second. I'll look it up. While I'm looking that up, is anybody else doing anything real quick?
At this point, they see us, right?
Yep, they see you, and I'll get to their reactions in a minute. Just giving you guys the first
Got my
opportunity.
hood up and just hold my staff behind me and my rod, rather. I'm just waiting for them to address me.
Try to act natural. Act like some travelers on the road. Just
gonna
slowly.
say, should we like step to the side maybe, or
Yeah, respectfully step to the side, make way for the cart. Sure.
I don't.
Back here, you rapscallion.
Did you say you speak Celestial, Darren?
I do.
Okay. Celestial.
What are they saying?
As they come around, they're talking like just like real basic walking around, nothing of real importance. Just talking about the day, talking about the woods, talking about the road, just talking. It's a real standard, nothing specific or of note. Just real basic. Walking around, friendly talk.
Sounds suspicious to me. No, I'm just kidding. Zora, are you like running off towards? Are you like drifting into the middle of the road, kind of?
Standing wherever I was positioned in, close to the middle of the road, I guess. And I haven't moved yet. I'm just standing there waiting to see what they do.
Okay.
Kind of a Japanese anime kind of feel to it. You know?
All right. Well, I just activated the map. This is where they are as they become visible around the bend. They come to a stop as they see the three of you in the road. You hear just kind of a halt up, and it does. And they see the three of you. Zora, are you trying to hide your visage or not?
Well, a little, yeah. I mean, if they figure it out, they figure it out. But I got my hood up and I kind of have my head down, my arms behind my back, so you can't really see my scars. It's too visible, I wouldn't think.
Give me a
That's from the advanced part on the cart.
Give me a deception check.
Sure. That's one of my best rolls. It's a 0 modifier. 13.
13.
Oh, good.
What? What is this? Move aside. The man on the cart speaks basic, common. Creature! Move aside, creature!
Did he
That's
say
always-
creature? I'm
Yes,
sorry.
he did say
Oh,
creature.
Okay.
I rolled a nat 20 on his perception check on
Okay.
on Jeff.
Shoots my little family plan.
Good to get it out of the way now in case anything happens.
Yeah.
I grin slightly.
Move aside, creature. That's all he says.
You first.
He looks at the giant cart as if, yeah, there's nowhere for us to go.
So when I say you first, I whip my hand around, my rod's in my hand, and I cast my 3 tendrils at him.
Well, he's a little further away than 15 feet at this point.
Is that a range?
Yeah, he's
Well-
currently when they come into view, you guys are about 70 feet away from the cart.
Oh, okay. I was that far. Well, I'll hold that action then. That's my intent is when they get close enough, I'm going to engage them. But
Okay, but he's stopping for now. He says that. So you kind of ready your whip. I mean, so if you're readying it, I'm assuming you kind of pull out this weird tentacle-looking weapon. At
what does
that
that
point.
actually look like, though? I was trying to figure out if it's just a rod that the tentacles are in, or is it they're hanging off of it, or I don't know what it looks like.
If you do a quick Google search for Rod of Tentacles image, you should see it.
Okay.
I'm not gonna Google that.
Yeah, send me a
Yeah, make sure you open an incognito window if you do that.
Nobody in the chat.
Fucking browser history.
rod of tentacle. What?
Tentacle.
Rod of Tentacles, and I would just do an image search on that. Spell tentacles very correctly.
Oh,
This seems really dangerous.
one of
Oh,
those.
yeah, okay.
I see.
So he sees this weird looking rod for sure that you pull out. I mean, you look a
I
fright
got
to
to
begin
put
with.
my. Okay, right back.
You're good. So that's what Zora does. What are the other two doing?
Oh man. This was gonna. Yeah, go ahead, Pat.
No, just look sideways over at Rivers like
Great.
we're about to have a problem, aren't we?
I'll put my hand up. Oh, don't mind her. like put my hand on Zora's shoulder. We're just travelers passing by on the road. I'm gonna try to gently nudge Zora to the side.
Okay. Then travel around, he says.
Look at
Yeah.
the past.
Yeah, well, I'll step to the side of the road.
Okay.
Hey Doug,
Yeah.
from here, like, is there anything about? Can I see anything about the cart that tells me that is this the cart we're looking for? Like, based on what we've been told, I know we were told two humans.
Loose description. I mean, it's a cart. He would have given you basic color. I mean, it was late. Basic description. I mean, it was an enclosed cart carrying valuable supplies for him. This looks like a reinforced, closed-in cart. I mean, it could be. There's no, like, specific, it has a red wheel cap or something that...
Right, yeah, I was just trying to see if there's anything about it that...
It would meet the general description of what he said.
I mean, on the flip side, we murder all these guys and we get a free cart if it's not the real cart.
There's that.
Am I close enough to just get a general vibe check on this dude? Like, does he look like a do-batter?
He doesn't have anything that would suggest do-batter. He looks pissed. Like, as he said twice now, to get out of the way, out of the road. He looks... And you said you're moving away, out of the road. He looks annoyed.
Yeah, I'm gonna...
Does he look... Can we see the person in the back or no?
Yeah, I would say at this point he is going to step out. Yeah, I mean, at first he was just staying back. He would step to the side to kind of get a better view. And he is dressed similarly to the man in front that's riding it. It's human. He's not completely bald. He has very short, almost a shaved head. You can see a little bit of hair that's left. A little bit older, probably in his 50s. Human. He's wearing pants, decent brown boots, but he's wearing kind of this kind of brown potato sack looking kind of cloak over his pants as a shirt and a long, almost like a dress. He just looks and watches.
Do they look like the type of people that would work for, like? Do they look like people who would work for the dude that we met, or do they look like highway robbers, like based on the way they're dressed? You know what I mean?
I mean, insight
If I
check.
make a roll,
you
I
can,
can.
yeah, you can make an insight check on that.
Okay. I'm going to do that with guidance if necessary here.
Okay.
Which I might as well. 16.
I mean, he was a well-to-do noble, He seemed very wealthy. Most of the people in town, they definitely don't fit the visage of like an adventurer or a mercenary. They definitely don't fit the visage of anything you saw in town, as far as what the Barovians wear, the Vistani wear, or even the Dusk Elves, the Drow Elves. They're called Dusk Elves in here, but the Drow Elves, what they are dressed like, they definitely are an oddity among everything you've experienced in Barovia. I will say that much.
So they don't look like anything we've experienced. Is that what you said?
Correct. Yes.
Okay.
You said we're 75 feet away from him?
Yes. And
I'm
gonna unpause. And this is just call this round one. He said, "Get out of the way." Jeff, you said what you said. You got your weapon out and kind of held in action. Rivers, you said you were going to move to the side. So if you're going to make movement, go ahead and do that. Because I don't know where this is going.
Rivers pushed, kind of nudged Zora out of the way, right?
Yeah, Jeff had walked away. So yes, so Rivers starts to kind of nudge you towards to get out of the way. I don't know if you're going to allow that or not. So now that you're back, you guys can decide. Let me start with Pat, because Pat hasn't talked yet. Pat, what are you doing in all of this?
After Rivers and I kind of acknowledged that Zora might not be letting this one go, I'm actually gonna nod at him and kind of motion my way, like, all right, kind of a gesture at the guy coming, all right, okay, I'm moving, and then, make my way to the opposite side.
Okay. So you two break as if to... Are you doing it in a way that would suggest you're going to let them pass? Is that what you're trying to do?
Yeah.
Okay. Got it.
Getting, snooty about it, get right on off the mud.
Okay. Zora, what are you doing?
I get forward about 20 feet closer.
Okay.
Oh,
Just starts walking
Then I
out.
cast Zone of Truth.
Okay. Zone of Truth. Let's spell up just so I got all my details on that. Come on, Zone of Truth. Range 60 feet. You're good. It's a radius of 15 foot. So, going to cast. Let's see. You can cast it as far as. You can go to about there. Right on top of him, if that's what you want. That'd be right at 60 feet. 15-foot radius. It looked like something like that.
Yeah.
Okay, so you
As long as
step.
I get the radius on the guy who's telling me to get out of the way.
Yeah. Okay. So you step forward. You start casting. It's a very visible thing.
Yeah.
Verbal and semantic. So hand gestures and words. Okay. First of all, they are going to resist, absolutely, or attempt to. What's your save DC?
1 second. You're going to ask if
Doug,
you look that up?
I don't know if this is possible, but is there any way, if I could notice that Zora's continuing to move forward once she basically does not let me guide her to the side of the road, and see her start to cast, kind of react and start to talk to them essentially as a distraction?
Sure. Go for it.
It's charisma, Doug.
Yeah. What's charisma and what's the save DC? Should be right above your spells.
12. I'm sorry. It's 12.
12?
Yeah.
Got
12.
Got it.
Not very good at this one.
That's okay. Well, some things. Let me pull these boys up. That's the guy in front. Charisma save. 12. You sense that he resisted. Absolutely. He sees your hand go up and start casting. What? Sees you get away, Rivers, and immediately, creature, what is this foul sorcery?
What were you going to say, Ethan?
Good.
Speak now.
Don't mind her. We're on our way to Kruzek, and she just is. She's bored of the road. It's my granddaughter. Walk forward aggressively. Are you? Is this your cart?
Of course, it's my cart. What are you, robbers? Keep in mind, Zone of Truth is not active.
Yeah. Oh gosh. No, it's not at all. Just curious what a squadron of
Creature.
fine travelers like you are doing with this cart is all just kind of like.
You see the creatures on either side are starting to kind of snarl a little bit as Zora casts. They start to. The man in the back starts to move forward at this point. Kind of stops. You note. Almost moves out of his way around the Zone of Truth that's cast. I don't know if you're keeping it active since the guy passed, but you can see the man in the back almost moves around it, almost as if he knows it's there. Kind of moves further to the side. Foul beast, are you to dare approach our cart? We will not have it. He now joins in his.
The dog face guys are in the zone, right?
Yeah, a couple of them are. Quite a few of them.
Aren't they?
Yeah. Yeah, I'd say almost all.
I don't
of them.
speak Celestial, but if I did, I'd ask them if they were, if they're slaves, if they're treated poorly,
Yeah, you
that
could.
kind of thing.
I mean, you can ask in basic.
But I
if you want.
don't speak Draconic, so
You can ask in basic if you want, but they start moving a little bit at this point as he kind of gets a little bit closer. They're going to make a little bit of movement this round.
I will ask them then if they're how they're dealt or how they're handled by the people, by the humans.
Okay.
Are they in pain? That kind of thing.
Okay. Well, specifically, what's the question? Because I'm going to decide if they're. I'm going to go check their.
I'll ask them first if they're in pain because I recognize that they've been mutated and messed with the way I was, or in a different way, but similar.
Well, I'm glad I got all these out. No joke, just rolled 3 natural 20s out of 5 on their save rolls. So hopefully this ends quickly.
It's like liar, liar. Can't tell lie now.
Yeah, no shit. 2 of them failed, but most of them passed. Yeah, one of them answers. What do you care how we're treated? You're just nothing but robbers and creatures, you foul beast from hell. One of them says, in perfect basic.
Can I start moving forward along the?
Yeah, you can make another move. Everybody can make another move if they want.
Just
One of the mongrel folk does responds. What do you care? You're just a foul beast from hell, like the rest of them.
I move up a little more too.
There he goes.
Slowly. I'm not doing anything menacing. I'm just trying to maybe squeeze that other guy in the back into my zone somehow if he's not paying attention to me walking forward.
Do I know roughly how far I could throw Zora?
You can find out.
I would say you're pretty strong. I would say like 10 to 12 feet. Like maybe 15.
Oh, that's not that far. Each box in this is 5 feet, right? Okay.
Not the most aerodynamic, but,
Yeah,
Yeah,
right.
That's true. I was
Right
debating
now
tossing
you're
on top of the cart. I don't know.
Right now you're about 40
that's
feet
just
out.
like a baseball.
You're gonna have to toss me.
They're just kind of making a defensive posture around the cart at this point. All of them. This is your last chance.
Is there a way I can try to get
the
that
old-
guy, the first guy again? And I guess there's no way to do that unless I recast it, is there?
Yeah, you'd have to
Is he
recast
resistant?
it. But the man that walked around the edge, the older human, just looks at you, Zora. He kind of looks around the road. He sees the 3 of you. Doesn't seem concerned. Did Darren or Lysander, did you move?
Yeah, moved up a little bit.
Okay, I'd like a stealth
Yes,
check,
I moved
please.
up a little bit.
Yeah, stealth check, please. Okay.
If that guy from the back's looking at me, I'm going to ask him what's in the cart.
What's in the box?
What's in the box? What's in the box?
So I was trying to get him where I couldn't lie about it, but,
No, he seemed to walk around your zone of truth, like he almost
I know.
like he knew it was there. You see, he
I'm
took
going to ask him anyway
wide
just to
berth.
see if
Sure.
he's cocky enough to give me an answer.
Yeah, you can answer. You can ask. But keep it all on RP. What do you guys get?
21.
And Darren?
What? Oh, I didn't know. I didn't hear you. What were you rolling? Something?
Stealth check, please, since you moved.
Oh, okay. Sorry.
All good.
26.
Wow.
Nice.
You see him look at you guys. His eyes dart to Drew as you guys are kind of moving through the woods, but he doesn't say anything towards Drew. But you do just see his eyes give nothing or give something away, and that he kind of looks that general direction, kind of assessing the four of you. Doesn't know that Darren's there, or at least doesn't allude to knowing that Darren is there. This is your last chance, bandits. Get out of the road, take your creature, and go. As he walks up, and then Jeff, were you going to respond and or ask a question? You can't, but that's what he says as he steps.
Is that when I ask him what's in the cart?
None of your damn business.
I turn and make a big sniffle, and I run to Roderick.
Okay. You can make that movement.
Role playing.
You just start crying.
Yeah. Oh, he yelled at me, Daddy.
It's okay.
I'll move. When he does that, or when she does that, I'll move to the other side of the road. She's running to Roderick.
Yep, she does.
Make way. And kind of gesture, like wave him along, like go on.
The human male, the older one, looks at the other one, looks at the 6 creatures surrounding the wagon now, sees you guys move. His eyes kind of dart back and forth as if calculating something, and then he'll step into the middle of the road. Good decision, he says. Steps into the middle of the road. They're going to file in back into the sides of the road, but more in front of the cart now. And I'm not going to move them unless you guys say you're doing something. They are going to start walking towards you all.
I'm going to be focused on the window you said was at the top.
Yeah, there's a window on the driver's side. And as you come around, as it starts to move towards you all, and there is absolutely a window on either side. So Lysander, as it gets closer, you can see that there's a side window. Rivers, you'll see that as well. So there are 3 windows. The one in the front is probably the smallest. The one on the either side is a little bit bigger. Not big enough for a person to fit through, but enough for just a little bit of air and visual. Bard.
I don't care too much about the bossy humans, but I'm concerned about the doglings, and I'm also wondering what's in the box. So.
They start moving towards you all. Just kind of, they got to move with a little bit of a limp and just kind of hunched over. As a group, they start moving. As they get closer to you, just in case somebody says they're doing something, as they get closer to within about 10 feet, to the point where they're going to start passing you, the mongrel-like creatures do slow down to become more of a defensive on either side of the cart, and the back two even slow down almost in perfect, almost like military fashion, slow down to get behind the cart to make sure that once they pass you, there is someone on the backside as well. So they kind of move just very slowly, kind of melt back into around the cart as they approach. And unless someone says something, they are going to keep moving past you. You can see the 2 windows.
Perception and windows?
Yep, you can see the windows. I'm not going to make you make a roll. You can see into it. There's no light or anything in there, but it's daytime as best as it is in Barovia. You can see the cart is full. You can see numerous, from what you can tell. You can't see a lot of details in a tiny window. But you can see there is numerous boxes, crates, and barrels. It's loaded.
No 7-year-olds?
You don't see any people. You can only see the top half. So you can't see the bottom 3 feet, probably. You can probably see the top 2 feet. You don't see any people or creatures inside of it.
I whisper to Roderick
Hear any?
with my hood kind of pulled over. I'm like, what do you think?
Lift her up like she's Mikito in one arm, like prop her up on the bicep so she can get a little bit of a higher look
Okay.
as you go by.
Okay. Yeah, that's what you see. I'd say that was be part of the roll, of what you saw. You do that and kind of see in a little bit. Maybe see a little bit lower. No people. And Darren, what was your question?
I said, do we hear any people or hear anything strange
Nope. No
coming
sounds.
from the cart?
Nothing coming from inside. Lots of heavy
Is there anyone
breathing.
behind the cart, like other carts or other people? Is this like a group, or is it just this one cart?
Just this one cart. You don't see any other carts coming. I'm going to put them to there at this point.
Yeah, can I make an investigation check quickly for any sign? Like, I mean, it's probably a stretch. Any signs of struggle, blood stains, ripped fabric, scratches from swords on like the front of the cart, kind of vibe.
Sure. Yeah, give me an investigation check.
Were we deputized by somebody in the town?
Man, these rolls. Never mind.
I don't think so, but it certainly feels like it.
I want to do the same thing, Doug, because that's what I was kind of asking about before. Like,
Sure.
are we? Yeah.
Go ahead.
Well,
12. The cart has seen a lot of wear and tear. It is old. It is well worn. There are no obvious signs of blood or arrows sticking out of the side or anything like that. It's probably been scratched up, damaged. I mean, there is damage on it. It's been through hell and back. Can't tell if it's recent.
Yeah, okay.
But there's no like blood or anything like dripping blood that would suggest, wow, this is just fresh. Yeah. Or even like wood like that's like splintered in a way that, you know how kind of fresh wood that's splintered is maybe a little bit brighter colored. I mean, it all, you know, you don't see anything like that that would suggest it's recent. It looks pretty old, most of the damage. They are now in the middle of you all.
And the driver, you said, just looks like a normal, just potato sack clothes, not wearing like straight brigand clothes. I mean,
yeah, and unlike the older one that's walking now in front, kind of eyeballing you all, he's watching every moment. He's not even wearing pants, so he's just wearing this sack of potato, no pants, no boots, at all. The one in front is wearing pants underneath his sack potato looking cloak and boots. The one on the driving, you know, his muddy feet and just no pants on at all, just a sack dress-like thing over top of him.
Straight up Porky Pig in it, huh?
Yeah.
Does he have the same dead look like the bartender?
No, neither one of them have that Barovian no soul look to them. Good question.
I'm willing to bet these are werewolves that like aren't changed, and that's why their clothes look so shitty.
I don't know, but I mean, I gotta make an assessment here if this is the. I mean, how many carts in Barovia are there? You know, I mean, Jesus, might as well just send it. What?
Well, they are now in the middle of you all. Yeah, I'm going to give you like another 45 seconds to decide. Otherwise, they will then be past you, and you'll be behind them.
Are we going for it or what, guys?
hell, let them get past it. If you're going to go for it, hit them from behind.
I raise my people's eyebrow at everybody. Was like, well, what do you want to do?
Okay.
I'm in the woods, so.
Say to Zora,
What was that?
I think we should let this roll by.
Roderick could just toss me into the cart.
Oh yeah, the thought crossed my mind as well.
They are now past you, just barely.
Okay.
And most of the mongrel-looking creatures stay to the rear of the cart now. 4 of them to the rear, 2 directly behind, 2 on the side, kind of towards the back, 2 towards the front. And the human, as he gets about 10, 15 feet past you all, the human that's walking will wait till the cart passes, and he will take the far back position. And he'll wait till it passes, and then he'll start walking. But he is constantly, until they get out of view, will be constantly kind of turning his head every few minutes. So they are now 15 feet away.
So much loot.
20
We got so much
feet
loot already.
away.
If Calsolus was playing your mom right now, you both would be in the back of the cart.
25 feet away.
How long till they peel out of view?
I would say at about 100 feet, they'll bend around the corner. So if nothing's happening, I'll just move time along.
Yes, move it along.
Yeah, move it along. I mean, as soon as it goes around the corner, kind of.
They go around the corner.
Like, give a little whistle and
They
get
call their
everybody
bluff
out of the
and get
woods.
away.
I mean, if they're traveling the road that we were supposed to be on, who's to say this isn't his group? You know,
Yeah.
like they're still going the same direction.
Should I run and catch up with them and name drop, or should we just let it go?
Well, I mean, technically we got paid and the cart's on its way.
That's what I'm saying. Like, if it shows up, then we just say, yeah, we found them. They were on their way.
Yeah,
And
well
then we
done.
get the other half.
Right.
Roderick would feel really guilty about that. Really.
I don't think we're getting the other half, given what we already got that he had to pay for.
Should I run and catch up with them and ask them if they know what's his face?
Vasily?
Yeah, Vasily.
Nah, fuck it.
I mean, at this point, if we were going to do it, you should have done it while they were standing in front of us.
Yeah, hindsight. Yeah.
If you run up there, that might activate something. I would say at this point, let it go.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right, fair enough.
Mm-hmm.
They have disappeared.
There they go.
You are now here on the map.
Zora, I'm surprised
Zora's
you
just
didn't
gonna be
swing,
like-
dude. You looked ready to. I thought.
So depressed.
So, Doug, that's a mission accomplished, right? How many experience points do we get for that?
If I could have got that spell to work better.
That was the oddest. That was an interesting encounter. That's all I can say.
Or lack of which.
Sure. Okay, you are standing in the middle of a muddy road up on this northern hill.
Guys, I'm saying that's mission accomplished. We found Vastili's wagon. We sent it on its way. It's making its way. I think we can go to the stronghold now.
Do we know what the tower is?
You have basic knowledge that it's supposedly an old abandoned tower that hasn't been used in some time, Jeff. Outside of that, most people stay away from it. That's the very little Barovian knowledge you would have about it.
If most people stay away from it, I'd like to go to it, but I didn't realize I'm a minority, so.
We can always come back. We've got still 2 or 3 things to do.
True. If there's a whole bunch of kids in the tower, I'm going to be pissed, though.
Should we go? Should we go to the winery at this point?
That was our next move,
Pretty
wasn't
much.
it?
Yeah, that was our next path, I believe.
Cart, winery, then
you're-
Festival.
Yeah, you were originally going to Argenvestholt first, but
Yeah, but that was before we had to take the high road.
So,
We're kind of
it's about Argenvestholt's
Opposite
about two hours from here south.
makes more sense to go to the winery, and we can always go back to Argenvostold later if we don't have time. Like that was.
I agree.
yep.
kind of want to sprint and catch up with the cart. I don't know, guys.
Something's really
I'm-
not sitting right with Rivers.
500
I'm pretty
gold.
sure those were Vasili's guys. Like, they
I don't
seemed
know.
well organized.
I was
to be
frozen. I didn't know what
banded.
to do.
What's
No,
bothering
I'm
you? I'm literally asking, what's bothering you?
It feels. Just got a bad feeling about those guys, but I didn't have enough of a feeling to jump them. You know, I don't know. I should have name dropped the Baron or Vasily.
Yeah.
I mean,
That's what my grandpa told me to do.
They're not that
I
far
know.
away. They're 150 feet away at this point.
I mean, if I go and you guys are a little bit behind me, either they work for Vasily and they tell me, or they attack me, whether they do or don't work for him. And we kill him and take what's in the cart. So it would just be attacking with a disadvantage. Like, they'd be ready for us.
it's going to be a disadvantage, but we're still in the woods too. But I mean, if you want to, we can backtrack, and if you want to yell out, we can. But
No. What does everybody think? Yay or nay? Should we just continue on?
Or just shout like, "Hey, you guys know Vasily?"
That's what I was debating. Like, basically sprint, 100 feet or something to where they're within earshot, and then tell them to wait and then ask them.
That way we don't look any more dangerous than we do before. We're just kind of inept in a way.
I mean, I can yell
Shit,
loud.
we
I can
pull
yell loud
up
enough
front
from here to get him to stop. If you want him to stop,
What group vote? What do you guys think? Stop him or
Nay.
continue on? Nay.
Call them out.
Roderick, Calsolis?
I mean,
There's a good chance. Roderick still thinks that those are the exact guys that were sent on the mission to do that job. They were just slowed down by the rain and such. So I don't know.
right.
So you're saying
He's
no?
looking at Doug, and I think he looks smug about something. So I think we need to take this cart down.
See, Roderick is super
Doug's
torn because
face.
he usually
Sorry,
goes
Doug.
right along with Rivers. I don't know. You know what? Rivers, if
If he's got enough, think about.
if
think
you've
about
got
this.
enough of a
He's
feeling
got
about
enough
this, I
money.
think that we should.
He's got enough money that he likely paid for those creatures to guard the cart on the path here.
Yeah.
Let's
He's
continue
paying
on.
us 1,000 gold to find it. He can afford to pay for 6, whatever those are, to guard his cart and walk the
That was
path.
bothering me
As it
too.
rains.
That are, humans that were manipulated or dogs that were whatever they were. I mean, that doesn't sit well with me, and it doesn't seem like the kind of thing that our benefactor would have, put out there either.
I mean, who knows?
He definitely didn't say anything about.
backstabbers and
Yeah, he definitely didn't say anything about creatures guarding it. That's for sure. That was definitely not discussed.
Rivers,
I jump on River's back and say, "Come on, let's go get him."
how strongly do you feel about it?
Who, me?
Rivers.
No.
Roderick has some daddy issues.
How long's it been, Doug? How long would it take us to catch up to him?
2 minutes if you ran.
I can get him to stop.
All right, guys. I mean,
I'm saying I can use thaumaturgy to yell loud enough that they'll hear. If you want him to stop.
yeah, do it. Let's do it. Everybody, follow me.
Woohoo!
Sorry, Lysander. Everybody's on board. Let's do it.
I mean, I'll go with the flow. I'm also curious if Vasily just hired a bunch of people to steal a cart from somebody.
I think we'll know right away when we name drop him, which I should have done earlier and I just didn't think about. So be prepared for a fight. Obviously.
So I'm gonna in my most masculine voice that I can conjure, I'm going to use thaumaturgy and just yell, "Hey!" And then I'm going to duck back into the woods.
Okay. I'm just moving.
Will you guys be able to keep up kind of in the woods?
Oh, yeah. It's not that far, right?
No.
I don't plan on getting into hand-to-hand anyway.
Doug's
I only need to be,
Just in case.
80.
God damn it.
Just in case. I don't know where this is going to
Let me
go.
go here real quick.
I only need 80 feet, so I can hit them from 80 feet out. I don't need to keep up.
Okay. I'm going to move you guys back. You come back around the bend. Zora, what are you doing? What does this look like as Ethan goes charging back
to
towards
Rivers.
Okay,
I
so
got Rivers back and holding on.
Piggybacking on me.
Okay. I'm going to... Roderick just stepped away, but I think he was going to back your play, so I'm going to assume we're just doing the reverse now. As you guys... So you yell out, "Stop!"
I yell out, "Hey!"
Oh, hey.
I yelled out,
Okay.
"Hey!" Like,
Okay, so this attention-grabbing "hey" gets yelled across the forest. You guys come running around the corner. They've stopped as they, about 100 feet out. I mean, that's what it would be. So I'm gonna move you back just a little bit. I think that'd be because that was when they become into view, somewhere around, as what I said, about 100 feet. So we're about there.
okay.
Then you guys can be anywhere you want. Okay, you yell, "Hey!" Come around the corner. They stop. The cart stops. They all kind of reconfigure, except for the guy driving the cart. The mongrel creatures all kind of move towards the back to this man who's looking at you, kind of watching. Sees you come. They get very jittery this time. As you come charging around, they thought
I
they'd kind of
don't
left
blame
you.
them. To be fair, I don't blame them.
They all just kind of like... he stops and turns, takes a couple of steps forward.
I really hope we're just about ready to like absolutely assault like some brink security dudes like on their way, like
Just doing their job.
yeah, just doing their job. Like, dude, we were hired to do this. Like, this is his wagon. I don't.
Like I said, I think while you were gone.
Yeah, wave at him like, wait, like run up with Zora. on my
You
back.
do. You get his attention, and he steps forward. Looks pretty angry, like and a little concerned now. You could tell his eyes start looking through the woods to see if he can spot the others. Like he knows that you have at least one person hiding in the woods. There's no question about that. So as the three of you return, the other two missing, you can tell he gets very suspicious now. And as he does, you see his kind of hand drops down to his kind of saggy dress, and he kind of pulls it back and kind of puts his hand on something. You can tell a hilt of something. Looks,
Imagine Rivers might need a second to get his breath, so as we get up there, I go,
Yeah. Straight
my granddad had a question he forgot to ask you. Very innocent.
It slipped my mind. Our friend from in town, what's his name? Vasily. He told us to look out for his cart, and it looked just like this. Do you happen to know him?
They look around. He looks around very suspiciously when you say that name. Kind of raises an eyebrow, and I think what he would say to that. I don't know no Vasily.
Can I get a check?
Leave us.
Can I get a check on that? Is he
Sure.
lying?
Sure.
Yeah. Can I get a check on it too?
What's that,
Sure.
insight?
Yeah, it's insight.
I'll do it as well.
Go for it.
And these rolls are tough for me.
11. That's not good.
Yeah, it's not been a great
Hang
not been a
on.
great night for rolls.
Get
15.
Get them all out of the way. 15. What was everybody else?
15.
I had 11.
Is 14 a fail? Well, I guess. Sorry. Does Calsolus fail?
None of you believe him to be lying. He does not recognize that name when you say that.
But
You can't. You definitely can't. You can tell. And he looks very suspiciously at this point. I told you to leave us alone, and here you are. You come back with this creature. I should have killed you the first time.
That seems a little unnecessary.
You said we can tell for sure, like it wasn't a lie.
You don't
like,
get
or-
any sense that he's lying. So you either failed miserably or he's not. Should have killed you and sent you back to hell.
Doug, when he says that, Doug, does he look like? Because you said something about he looked something suspicious. So does it look like he's
Looking around suspiciously because he
trying
doesn't.
to explain where? What's that?
He's looking around suspiciously. You can tell he's looking for where the ambush is coming from. At this point, he's looking in the woods because he knows someone's out there.
My mistake then. I'm sorry. Just so I can be sure and put my friend's mind to rest in town.
You just keep pushing.
Just let me know what you've got so I can keep looking for his wagon.
Just let him know what?
Just let me know what you've got in the wagon so I can keep looking for his wagon.
All right. He does not get a respond to that. You can tell he's looking pissed. I need to know what everybody else is doing at this point, just for clarity. He doesn't answer that. He just doesn't respond.
Fuck it, man. I'm just gonna cast Eldritch Blast at these dudes. Let's just pop it off.
Well, if you're doing it, let me know.
Around. People are easier to search when they're dead. Just kill them all. And if this isn't the wagon, we just push it to a ditch.
I was going to offer a ration to the dog guys and see if any of them wants a treat.
It's time to fight. I mean,
Is anyone doing anything? Because he looks annoyed at Ethan at this point. Are you casting?
Yeah, I'm casting Eldritch Blast.
At who?
At the well, I can't.
We're pretty far
Let me
away,
see.
so aren't we?
Yeah, we're pretty far.
I got 120 feet on Eldritch Blast.
Yeah, Eldritch Blast has got a huge range.
Yeah, we need to incapacitate the driver.
Hey, Doug, I'm having trouble with the Foundry tabletop right now. I can't get it.
He's just in range.
Yeah, he's 85 feet from you, Drew. He's well in range.
Double barrel shot at the driver.
Oh, at the driver.
Just blow him away.
Oh,
Yeah, the driver.
Yeah, he is in range. Just refresh, Jeff. It usually fixes it.
I'm trying.
Okay, I'm going to start with Drew. If Drew is actually casting, he looks annoyed. I was about to do something else, but I'm good with that. What I want to see, and who's got a passive insight or perception of over 18? Anybody? I know there's some big
over
ones.
18 on passive?
Yeah.
No, mine's 16.
17. 17.
You both have 17?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. As Drew fires, that happens. I was literally in the middle of rolling something. So, Darren, I'd like you to make a perception check. And Drew, you can also make a perception check, but the attack is happening. Just the two of them that have a passive of 17. That's close enough.
18.
18?
23.
Yep.
Wow. Hang on, let me check stats on this real quick.
Sorry, Doug, you were cutting out on me. Well, I have a passive perception of 17, if that was what you were asking.
You also have a passive of 17. Okay, then you can also make a perception roll real quick to see if you notice something.
Nat 20.
Oh, yeah.
Wow. What's your total?
27.
27. Interesting. So as the blast goes off, which it does, these two shots ring out. Drew, you notice it. Darren, you do not. Jeff, you do. You notice some mud splash up and some almost like some footsteps move. You can't see anybody, but you see some boot prints just dart across. I'm going to make a line just so you can kind of see the line itself. It vanishes into the woods, but you see... Well, it's the wrong one. That was a cone. But you see footsteps. Drew and Jeff run that way. Right as the shot goes off, you see completely invisible disappear. You just see like the splish splash of mud and dirt as it happens. Drew, roll to hit.
Son of a bitch.
Son of a bitch.
I'm lagging bad, guys. Sorry about that.
Oh, fuck. 11.
11 on the driver, misses on the first one. You have 2, right?
Yeah, I have 2. I was going to ask if I need to roll it twice.
Yeah, you do. You roll each is an individual attack.
14.
14. You just clip him on his shoulder from that shot. Damage, please.
10.
Oh, wow. Blast this driver, just, oh, damn! Yells out as he doubles over in pain. Okay, as I'm doing that, before I can update hit points, I need to get initiatives from everybody. So let's do that. Well, my natural 20s are gone. I'm rolling much lower now. I cannot believe how many 20s I rolled. Which was very similar to Starfall last Sunday when I rolled like 6 of them on these little commoners.
Oh, yeah.
was
Matt was fighting these miners, and they must have been like doing like P90X or like Insanity. Like these dudes were just like absolutely like ripped.
I had 4 guys with 4 hit points with a pickaxe. I must have done 25 points of damage against Matt.
Yeah, it was.
I rolled natural 20s like 3 times on them. It was nuts. Oh, whoops, that was wrong.
This was by far our best initiative set of rolls I've yet seen. Holy moly!
I rolled pretty crappy, so.
Oh hell yeah! My
Good
God.
lord, yeah, I got all my good rolls out. They're all gone.
22, 21, 21, 20, 18.
Wow. I've rolled nothing over 5 yet, I don't think, except for on one of them. There we go. That one's decent.
Get back 1 second.
Yep, you're good. I'm just getting all this loaded and prepped. Okay. Decent roll there. All right, couple of decent ones, but a lot of bad ones. All right, so Drew went. I'm just going to skip you in the initiative order for the first go-around, and we'll just start from the top. So Drew takes this shot. Drew and Jeff, you see footsteps in the mud disappear into the woods. And then Roderick, you react first. What would you like to do?
All right. I
As Drew blasts the cart.
Start moving.
You may take any movements you would like. Go for it. Okay, and you can action dash if you wish, or you can just move there.
Action dash doubles the movement.
Yep. So you can move again as an action if you wish.
I don't want to do. I don't want to exactly meet him, but I want to be able to meet him next round. If that makes sense.
Yeah, sure. So you can other options if you don't have an action to use, you can take a dodge action and avoid. It gives them disadvantage to attack you, or you can take a ready action and say if somebody gets close, I want to take a swing. 2 other options.
Yeah, I'm gonna say if somebody gets close, I'm gonna take a swing, and I think I'm gonna get. No, I'm gonna wait.
Okay. Calsolis, you're next, and then Rivers is up behind that.
I am holding here. I'm holding my action until I guess whichever one gets within 80 feet of me first.
Okay. Any creature that moves up to within 80 feet, you're going to take a shot.
Yep.
Got it. Okay. That's it. Rivers is not back yet, I assume, so I'll go skip and go to Zora. You guys are all before everybody reacts. It's like they were surprised of that attack. Worked out. And don't forget, Rivers, Roderick, you roll your initiative with advantage. I don't know if you noticed that A there
He did.
Okay.
He did.
I did, yeah.
Awesome.
I actually just hit the initiative button and it rolled both for me, and it could tell
Yeah,
the difference between the higher roll.
Cool.
Yeah.
Zora.
Okay. Just hoping Rivers will give me a fastball special, but I'll just have to run.
I can tell you that far.
How far away are they? Like 100 feet?
Yeah, well, if you want to wait a second, Rivers did just come back. Rivers, you are technically up. If
Okay.
Moose will
Jim-
not leave me alone, dude. Just starve for attention. Poor little guy.
Rivers. I think Zora was hoping to ride on top of you, possibly, so I'll let you guys discuss
hell yeah,
if you're
first
doing
off.
anything. But you're up first.
I will. I will probably take dash. So Zora is still on top of me.
All right, Zora, are you trying to climb up? Are you hoping to go for a ride?
Yeah. I like for him to pull me forward so I can jump off him and engage.
Yep,
I'm
fine
down.
with that.
Am I able to make full movement with that?
Yeah, you're strong enough, and they're technically a small creature that I'm going to allow full movement.
Okay. These are still 5 feet, right? 1, 3,
Yep.
4, 5, 6. And then dash.
I'll move Zora in a second.
5, 6. Boom, boom, boom.
So
boom,
you
boom,
dash. You charge at this group. Zora behind you. I'll move you there. Okay, so that's your action and your bonus, or excuse me, action and movement. Any bonus action there, Ethan?
No bonus action.
Okay. Then Lysander would have then gone, actually after Zora. So Zora, what are you doing? You charge in, riding on his back. Which looks
I'm
excellent.
going to cast Hunter's Mark on the first human.
Okay.
The one who's been like the
Seems
at
to be
the
in
front,
charge.
I guess.
Yep. Okay.
That's a bonus action, and then I'm going to. Am I within range for my rod yet, or no?
You are. I mean, you can move. You can jump off and
15
move
feet.
if you want, but you are.
Just,
You are at 15 feet right now.
I want to jump over River's back, but not get too far in front of him. So just kind of
Okay.
do-si-do, I guess.
Oh, sorry, I moved you too.
Not that far. Right.
Okay.
And then when I land, I crack the whip with the tentacles on that guy.
Okay.
All three attacks.
Yep. So roll 3. You can roll all of them together if you want. We'll just add 9 to each. I think it'll show us all 3 dice.
I find where I'm at here. 1 second. There it is.
Just roll, I guess, regular 20, right?
Yeah, just roll a d20
Yeah.
and add 9. Or will us add 9?
Oops. Oh shit.
Okay, so 23, a miss, and a 24. Yeah, so 24, a 23, and a miss. So 2 of the tentacles wrap into this guy. One of them, he ducks underneath, and he moves pretty elegantly. As these things are coming in, you see him move pretty rapidly, and as he does, he whips out a longsword, which he cracks out. It's a pretty nice looking longsword too. It looks to be ornate, not magical, but definitely an ornate looking, nice, well made broadsword or longsword. All right, so 2d6 psychic damage, please.
2d6 psychic damage.
Plus your hunter's mark, too.
Oh yeah, plus the hunter's mark. Yep.
Hunter's Mark's another 4.
Both.
13 points of damage.
Both, though, right?
Got it. Ugh.
Is that both attacks to hit?
It'd
Yeah,
be
that's-
both. It'd be 2 separate attacks.
What's that? The hunter's mark is just on 1 attack.
It'd be
I'm pretty sure. It's on 1 damage.
Wouldn't be all of them?
No, it's just
The
1.
psychic attack, should I roll that again then, or is that just
No,
gonna be
that's
double?
everything. The hunter's mark is just 1d6 on each turn.
I see. So you haven't
not-
rolled
it's
a
not
2d6
per
Each
already.
turn or each attack?
It's each
What's
turn.
that?
It's each turn. I'm 99% sure. I'll double check that.
I thought it was for each attack.
You deal an extra 1d6 to the target whenever you hit it with a weapon attack, and you have advantage on any. Oh, and any attack. Okay, that may have been updated. Oh, no, actually, that's the legacy one. Okay, yeah, another 2. Yeah, it's two hits. So do another one. That's nasty.
Another 3.
Another 3. Got it.
Yep.
Okay, done. All right. Anything else, Zora?
Actually, I already used my
That was 10. Drew, you did
my
10.
bonus action.
Yeah, you're.
That's all for this turn, but I do want to kind of keep an eye out wherever that invisible footprint ran off to.
Yeah. Yeah, it stops leaving prints. I mean, immediate, easily verifiable prints once it leaves the road and gets into the grass area. But yeah, you keep kind of keeping an eye open for it, for sure. Okay, the driver goes next. Gonna bonus action first. You see him kind of drop down off of the cart, uses it for somewhat partial cover, however, kind of uses it a little bit for cover, but for those that have a good view into the driver, which would be probably Darren as he drops to your side on the left there, you would see him cast something. You see words mumbling, and then you see kind of a yellow gold light kind of move around him. And you see where he held his arm. You see him just kind of touch his hand to it. And he kind of stretches it out, where Drew kind of clipped his shoulder, as he does some healing. That's a bonus action. Zora, he sees you. He's going to use his actual action to kind of lifts his. Once he touches his shoulder, he puts his hand out, and you see a bolt of white fire kind of drop from the heavens. And I need you to actually, it's an attack roll. Excuse me.
Me to what?
Nothing. Sorry, me. 9. Blast slams into the dirt next to you and goes wide. That's his whole go. All right, the mongrel folks start moving this round. They charge the two of you. And Darren, I don't know if the way they moved, if any of them are going to get into range.
Yep.
Just out. Well, that one is.
Yep.
We'll see if any of the other ones do.
Main guy is not restrained, right, from the tentacle
No,
whip?
didn't happen. You might get one, Darren, because I think this one's going to have to... Yep, that one will go into range.
Okay.
So we'll do that in a second. Unfortunately, Zora, most of them can only reach you.
Is the guy that I hit with my tentacles, he's not restrained or anything?
No,
right?
no, you have to hit with all 3.
Okay.
So the mongrels just start kind of coming from all directions. Do me a favor. Everybody roll a d20 for me. These guys are kind of cool because they each have special deformities. So I'm going to roll to see what they are randomly. I'll roll.
5.
17.
Right. So, okay, hold on. So Jeff, okay, I got
Great.
yours. So 17. Okay, got it. What was the next one? 3. Did I hear a 3?
3. Yep.
Okay, and I rolled a 4.
Twice wasted a nat 20.
Nice.
I know.
And one of them has telepathic powers.
Right.
And that
Fucking hero.
Got it. I got them all.
On test right here in the middle of the road.
veteran of an insane war, and this.
No, I rolled the cool ones, so it's fine. Nothing cool. All right, here they come. So Darren, your shot goes off at the one on the left. Go ahead and blop him.
This one? Okay.
Yep.
All right. It'll be an 18.
That's a hit all day long.
All right. Give me a second because I got a bunch of dice to roll. That would be 13
13.
on a 1 on my main damage.
Got it. Arrow sticks into him. Okay. That held action goes off, and then they start body waving. Okay, so each one is going to attempt to scratch and bite you. So we'll start with, let's see, Jeff. You have 2, 4, 6, 8 coming at you this round. Holy moly! Looks like your AC is pretty high. First 2, miss. Second 2. Your AC is 18, right?
I think so, yeah.
Miss hit. If it's 18, that's 1 hit.
It's 18.
Okay, so that's a hit. Third guy. Miss. Wow. Tell you, I got all my good rolls out. Oh my gosh, miss. So 8 attacks, just from all directions. You dance left, right, couple slam into your armor, but generally, only one manages to get through. 4. Some dice ready here today. 6 points of slashing damage. It's not bad on 8 attacks. Rivers. Watch the 4 nat 20s coming. Here they come.
Here they come.
I got all the crap rolls out as they do the same. Bites and scratches. Here they come. First guy. What's your AC?
18.
Miss. Second guy. Miss. Just fighting them all off. Wow, those were some of the most garbage rolls I have ever
Hell
rolled.
yeah, they are.
Okay. The guy in the back. You see he looks pissed as they start body waving. He sees the arrow come. He says, "Now you show your true form, you evil, you demon spawn." He points his broad longsword at you, Zora. And as he does, you see a pair of... He pulls back his cloak back, and you see a pair of spectral wings start to form behind his back, glowing with bright radiance.
Oh, shit.
And he is going to fly up over and land right here and drop down. And he is going to take 2... it's going to bonus action. As he lands, you see this radiant light come over a number of these creatures. But then he takes 2 swings at you with his longsword.
Do we recognize the type of creature?
Probably an Asimar or something.
Maybe. I mean, I would say just from background of you, Rivers, probably not something you've fought or experienced, for sure. I'd say Darren would have the best chance just with his knowledge and cleric-y abilities, and maybe Jeff. It'd be a nature check if you would like to check that.
I'm just basing that off the fact that like all these creatures are speaking celestial. This guy is like Joel Wing.
I was just wondering if it was like literally.
I got a sword on my face. I'm worried about the sword, so.
Yeah. Nope.
Okay, so he takes a swing at you, Jeff. The first one goes wide. You sidestep out of the way. The second one does connect onto your shoulder as he brings it around. 4. All right, I'll just roll here. It'll be easier. I'm going to read these out separately. It's 10 points of slashing from the sword so far.
That's all.
Plus an additional 20 points of radiant damage.
Shit.
Jesus Christ.
See, you feel this searing energy just slam into you, almost knocks you over as it hits. And that's their whole go. We go back to the top of the round. Round 2. Roderick, over to you.
Might have made a mistake, everyone.
He's almost hissing at you, Zora. He's just focused on you. Demon spawn!
Perfect. I'm going to boof it to the winged man.
Yeah.
on. Sorry. Said at least 10 feet. We get an extra. Okay. Yeah, I'm going to activate Rage on the way.
Okay.
I'm going to. I'm not going to pull a shield. I'm going to reckless attack, and I'm going to hit him as hard as I can, like swinging from my left to my right. So like attempting to push him back.
Okay.
And I. Okay, let's hit first. I'm going to, I think I'm going to use my heroic inspiration on that one.
Okay.
Reckless attack, you get advantage already.
Oh, I get, yeah, okay, yeah, thank you.
Yeah, if you're recklessing.
Alright, a little better. 17?
Okay. That is a... you swing down with the 17. You see him swing his broadsword, I keep saying broadsword, his longsword up and over and blocks it to the side.
Right. Does that, since I moved pretty much most of my movement...
Now, you have
you
have 2 attacks now. Welcome to level 5.
Oh, nice, yeah. Yep. Well, give him some more sauce then, you know?
Yeah, go for it.
Do I get advantage on both of these?
Yep.
Yeah. Reckless attack.
And so do I.
Bananas. Okay, so 18?
Yeah, the 18. He tries to block it again, but this time you just get through, and you knock him to the side. AC is 18.
Okay. Hammer. That's the 1d10 plus 6. Oh, jeez. And Doug, can I activate Radiant versus Necrotic?
Yeah.
I'm going to use Necrotic on these bad boys.
Okay.
They're using Celestial, so I don't know, maybe.
Yeah.
Alright. So. 9. Get an additional D8. 4. I don't exactly do that. That's 7 for the push, and then... Sorry. Hold on. There's just the last piece right here.
What else is coming?
1d6.
What's
2.
What's the d6? What's the d8 versus the d6?
The d8. I do an additional d8 if I move 10 feet before.
Oh, cool.
That's the feat that I just picked up, and I can push anybody 10 feet.
Got it.
When if I connect.
Did not know.
The charger
and then
feat?
Yeah.
Okay.
And then 1d6 plus 2, so 3 necrotic.
Got it. Where are you trying to push him to? Can you kind of highlight on the map for me?
Yes. I want to push him essentially back into his cronies and kind of like
kind of one of these.
Knock these two, maybe.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. Actually, yeah.
Okay. Kind of pushes them back. Ugh. Okay. Anything else, Roderick? Good hit.
No.
Calsolis. Over to you.
I am going to take another shot at the same one that I shot at before.
Okay, got it.
Same one.
Yep.
That'd be a nat 20.
Yep,
and
that's
a
gonna
19.
be dead.
Yep.
You just right through the heart. You see him drop.
Should have aimed at the big guy.
Yep. But as he drops, you see the big guy. This dude is right. He looks right at you. As soon as that shot comes out of the woods, you can see just fury in his eyes as he sees that person go down. Actually, give me total damage on that, Darren. I just need to see if he's dead outright.
Okay. All right.
Because you might be able to. So what's your max damage normally? Because this is all added.
Oh yeah, sorry, I didn't. This was. Should I just re-roll because I did it automatically?
No, we'll just. What's your max damage? So because I can just grab it off the dice. What was rolled?
Max
So you do-
damage on the basic would have been 11 plus another 6 on the sneak attack and another 4 for the bow.
11, 6, and 4, so 21. And then the hunter's bow does a d6, right? So 21 plus
That included everything for
Yeah.
max for base.
the plus, with the pluses included, right? So 21 plus 1 plus
Oh.
3 plus 4. No, plus, so 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28 points of damage. That's what it would have been. I just took your first dice from all those rolls.
Okay.
Real quick, because it was a pretty good roll. 28 points. Got it. All right. Thank you. Anything else?
Is it dead?
It is on the ground.
So it's not dead?
It is not dead outright. And I'm keeping track of that since I have at least one person you've seen cast a heal spell.
Okay. Gotcha.
Doesn't mean I'm going to waste it on a person that's at 0 hit points, but
I'm
good.
okay. Yeah. It's a 0. Okay.
Yeah.
Got
Oh,
it.
yeah. It's down.
Yeah. Okay.
I was checking to see if you did full damage that would kill it straight up.
I gotcha.
Yep. Anything else?
I gotcha. No. Yeah. That's it.
Rivers, over to you. These mongrels coming from all directions.
Start swinging at the mongrels.
Which one? I would say the one on the left is glowing now. The one closest to the radiant being, he is glowing, and then these other two next to Zora are glowing. Just for reference, which one do you want to attack? The one glowing or not glowing next to you?
Sorry, the one right next to me is glowing?
Yes, the one on the the one on the right, the one closest to the
Right.
creature. Yep.
Okay. The back one isn't, though?
Correct.
I'm gonna swing at him first.
Okay, just wanted to be sure in case you kill him. Which one it was?
Ugh, 12?
Hit.
Damage or the second roll first?
Do the damage.
Or 9?
Good
Got it.
damage.
And then same one.
Yep. Yeah, he's still up.
Or it's 9?
That one goes wide. Blocks that one with his hands. Anything else?
No.
Yeah, I didn't touch you. Zora, over to you. Lysander, you're up next.
Who was the bitch face that hit me with all that shit last time?
the main guy is the one that hit you with the big radiant blast on your arm.
Where is he on the map? I'm trying to figure it out.
He is this guy that looks.
Okay, that's what I thought. All right, no, he's not the one who put Hunter's mark on, though, right?
He is.
Yeah. Yes.
Oh, he is? Okay, good. I'm going to hit him with a triple shot of Cthulhu Justice here.
Okay, go ahead. All right, here they go.
Shit, and shit.
So miss, and one hit in the middle.
All right.
So D6
So
of
damage
Psychic
would be-
and a D6 of Hunter's Mark.
D6 Psychic and D6 of Hunter's Mark. Here's a Psychic, 4. Hunter's Mark, 2.
Got it. All right. Anything else? Any movement or bonus action?
I was going to do a bonus action. I think if I do this, I have to drop the Hunter's Mark, but I'm going to try to do it anyway.
Okay.
I was going to cast Veil of the Reaper.
Okay.
What's that?
If I, any turn in which I hit a creature with an attack roll, I gain invisible until the next start of my next turn.
Oh, cool. All right. Got it. You turn invisible?
Yes.
Okay. Got it. Did you want to cast that first? Or I guess no, because you did the Hunter's Mark damage, so you'll do that after and drop the Hunter's Mark. Probably should have had you make a concentration check anyways, totally forgot. That's okay. All right, so next round you will start turning invisible after a successful hit. Okay. That's a good combo when you have 3 attacks that do +9. Any movement? I mean, you'd have a lot of.
I probably
you'd have
should
a-
have put some space for me and him, but
Yeah, you'd have a lot of attacks of opportunity if you did. So
Yeah.
4 of
Yeah, wait
them.
till I'm invisible, then I'll get out of
5
the way.
of them. Yeah, there you go. That's smarter. Okay, Lysander.
Somebody throw a fireball in here.
All right, I'm just checking to see if there's a savings throw on this real quick. I don't see one. It is concentration though, so I'll make note of that. Okay, here is my turn. The celestial, dude with the big wings.
Yeah.
I'm gonna cast Hex on him,
Okay.
and they have disadvantage on Constitution saving throws now.
Okay.
And then I'll be doing an extra 1d6 necrotic damage with every time I take the hit attack spell. So that's
Okay.
a bonus action.
That is a bonus action.
Action. I'm going to shoot him with an Eldritch Blast.
Okay. 2 shots coming at him.
Just one more second. 1d6. Okay. Nat 20.
Nice. That's definitely a hit.
So
second one?
21 to start on for that hit base.
No. What's your it already doubled for you. Your Eldritch Blast is a D10 per hit, right?
Yeah.
He hasn't rolled anything yet.
Yeah, so it's 10
5 plus.
plus the
I see.
D6.
So then it would be 16.
Yeah, 16 so far plus the D10. Go ahead.
Well, you got your hex though too.
We
So you
counted
were
that.
right. It was 21.
Is it a D10 plus 5 for each one?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's D10 plus 5.
Gotcha. Then yes, you're right.
Yeah.
21.
20.
Yep. So D10, please.
For an extra 6.
Got it. And the second one?
And then the second.
That's plus 5 too though, right? The 6 plus 5, or no?
No, we already had that in.
Oh,
I already had that in.
oh, that's
14
right.
for
This
the.
is just sorry. Yeah.
What'd you get on the
I think
second
that
one?
misses.
14 is a
I
miss.
think that misses.
Yep. Yes, that D6 is on every
Oh.
attack for a hex.
Made it count.
Did you do your second hex?
He didn't hit, so it didn't
It
matter.
doesn't matter because I missed.
No, the first one for the crit.
Yes, we did.
Yeah.
That.
So.
No, yeah, you have to. You still roll a D6. Yeah, you still roll a D6.
Yeah, you still got to roll a d6 for your hex.
Yep.
You're right.
Yep,
Thank
you're right.
you.
Yep.
For an extra 3.
Got it. Yeah, that's a big hit. He was looking at Darren until that shot came out of the nowhere. You see him get blasted. Now he starts looking in the woods towards you. All right. After Lysander.
What was that total?
I don't know. I didn't keep track of how much it was total. I just took it off already.
Look at Sim looking around. Gives me any kind of attack opportunity.
All right.
I think it was 31.
Yeah, something in that range. It was big. It was a big boy. All right, the guy in the back is going to run up. Let's see. What's the range on this? 60 feet. Never mind. He doesn't have to run up. He is going to say something towards his friend. Brother! I am coming! He says, and kind of puts his hand out, and you see this golden light form around the radiant creature. He's going to heal himself or get healed by his friend for a whole whopping 4 points. It's a crappy healing word, but we'll take it. And then he is going to take a radiant blast at. Can't reach you, Drew. You're way out of range. So he'll take it at. He's going to take it at Zora. We're going to focus on Zora. That is 23. That is a hit. Him, where did he go? Damage on this boy. For 12 points of radiant damage. As this radiant flame slams into your shoulder from the wagon. Zora's
Sorry, Kat,
looking.
me again. What did you say? How much damage?
12. Zora's looking hurt now. You see Zora drop down to maybe one knee for a second. Down to 4. And then it is time for the onslaught. Now they're going to change it up a little bit because got some friends here. He's going to move in here. That one's glowing, that one's glowing, and that one's glowing. So you each have a glowing one coming at you. Zora, you've got 2 on you. We'll start with the non-glowy one. That is a hit and a critical miss. So 1 hit for
You hear me?
5 points of damage. Zora goes down. 5 points of slashing damage from the first guy.
Especially that mithril armor.
Yep. I'm going to move you just to the side so I don't lose you for a second. He's going to step on your body and just move over here to... not going to mess with you. Doesn't care. He's going to focus on the fighters. All right, we'll start with you, Roderick. 1 on you. Glowing 1.
Let them come.
Misses. Second one. Misses. So other 3 are all at you. Once again, Rivers. So the first one, non-glowy, nat 20, and 18, 2 hits. It's gonna happen when you're rolling 16 attacks per round. It's gonna happen. First one is 7 plus 5, 12 points of slashing damage from the crit. The regular one's another 6. Next guy who is glowing. For 11, 14, 15, 17. Still a miss. Second one is 11, 12, 13, 14, 16. A miss. Glowing one misses twice. They are essentially
I'm going
blessed.
to use a superiority die and riposte on that guy on one of
Okay.
those misses.
Go ahead. Roll a hit.
Let me make sure I check off my superiority die. There we go. Okay, and 15
15 hits.
for 10 damage.
This is glowing boy. Okay. All right, and then the last one. Non-glowing miss. Not bad for 6 attacks. They're just clawing and biting at you. You manage to fend off most of it, and then it is the big boy that is left, who is not happy with what has happened here. Let's see. He killed one of his friends, and you nearly killed him. So I think he's going to focus on Lysander, if he can get to him.
Man, all this radiant damage makes me nervous. I hope these dudes aren't like angels that are trying to kill Strahd. That would really suck.
85.
No, I'm sure it'll work out. It's probably fine. It's fine.
He can't get to you, Drew, so he is going to take out Roderick. Since he has advantage on these attacks, might as well. Looks around, can't quite get to you yet. Looks at you, I'll deal with you in a moment. Looks at you, Roderick, and drives in hard with 2 attacks. First one with advantage. Miss. It was a total miss on both rolls. 2 and a 3 rolled. And the second one. 25 to hit. That one will hit.
Yep.
So that is 6 points of slashing damage. So half to did you rage?
Yeah.
Okay, so half to 3 on that. And then 19 points of radiant damage.
Sweet. Does that go through the temporary hit points at all, or does that...
It should just once you do the damage, it should automatically
Okay.
work through the healing, the temp points. TMD beyond smart.
I wasn't
enough.
sure if it was like, if the temporary hit points were something that...
Yeah, it should
Anyways,
automatically work.
silly question.
And that's the end of the round. Goes back up to the top of the round. Roderick, over to you.
Perfect.
You see Zora drop to the ground, getting
Your
trampled
daughter's
now.
dead.
Dead girl's dead.
To be fair, she looks dead anyway. She might
Yeah.
just be taking a
Yeah,
nap.
She might be taking
better.
Yeah. Weird
Okay,
time to do that, but okay.
This is a ragdown now? Alright,
You should choose your allies better. He looks at you, at Roderick, driving in with these.
All right.
these attacks.
As he says that, dodge the first swing, and then just stand there and eat the second.
Yeah, you do.
And I'm gonna turn around and reckless attack and just rock
Okay.
his. Twice.
Okay.
Doug, all the glowing thing is that like an ability that guy has?
Which? The glowing creatures around him?
Yeah.
Don't know. You didn't see him cast
I was
anything.
gonna say- I'm just all I'm saying is that he should have disadvantage on Constitution saving throws.
Yeah,
If he's or Constitution checks.
Yeah, you did not see him cast a spell.
Okay.
It's a paladin aura.
He could be an evil paladin, right?
I mean,
Yeah, evil paladin with angel wings doing radiant damage. I'm sure it's got
25 and an 18, Doug.
2 hits, Roderick. This is gonna hurt.
Yeah, I'm really sure Vistallion didn't send us here to kill him.
16
Ouch! Maxed out.
plus the
Nice.
necrotic, 5 necrotic. Wait, 5 plus 2, I think 7 necrotic.
Okay, so 16 plus 7 necrotic. Okay, got that.
And I believe that. Oh, and then I hit him twice, right?
Yeah.
It's 12.
Got it.
That's it on
And-
that one.
Okay, that's it on that. Okay, is that it?
Yes.
All right, anything else? It'll be Calsolus,
No.
then Rivers, then Zora's death save. Calsolus, over to you.
No. Fine.
Hey, maybe it'll be a nat 20. So in our last game on Sunday, these guys were fighting a huge AV. 2 people were down. The rest of the group was in trouble. Jason, nat 20s, gets up with 1 hit points and crits the AV for a kill. Or no, didn't crit it, but kills the AV with the last swing with 1 hit point. It was awesome.
That's legit.
Epic.
It was epic. Maybe Zora will do the same. But for now, Calsolus, over to you.
How is that guy looking at this point?
He looks pretty beat up. Absolutely. He's bruised and bloodied, and yeah, he does not look good.
Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and take a shot at him then.
Okay?
Uh, 26.
That'll hit.
Uh, 11
He drops.
plus 4
He drops.
plus
Oh.
3.
He drops.
I'm just making sure.
He's down.
You never know if you don't add it all up. You don't know if
Brother!
you killed him outright.
You see him yell,
That's what I'm
brother.
saying.
Yeah, you didn't. There's no possible way.
No, I know. I do.
Okay. Anything else, Calsolus?
I'm gonna go ahead and move in. Let's see.
If you're just making movement, you can just do that. Rivers, over to you.
Yeah, I'm just gonna move. Yeah, go ahead.
Oh gosh.
You see these mongrel-like creatures start screaming now in rage as you see him go down. Avenge me! He says as he drops.
What did he say?
He says, avenge me.
Oh, shit.
Very, very dramatic.
Yes.
Does the radiance stop on the
Yes.
mongrels?
Yes, it did. They just were blessed, basically. Same effect
Swing
as
at the
blessed.
one.
Who did Darren kill? The guy that took me down, or the other?
Yep.
Big guy.
Yep, the
Yeah.
big guy goes
Yep, the
down.
big guy.
Cheers for that, bud.
Ah, never mind. All right, I'm gonna swing at the one directly to my right here.
Grandpa, avenge me.
Far right?
That's
Get him, Papa.
killing my dolly.
This guy.
Which one? Sorry, I wasn't looking. Okay, got it. Okay, that's Glowing Boy. That's the second one you hit last time. in your reposit.
Not going anymore.
18
Hit.
for 8 damage.
Okay.
Still up.
8 damage on that guy. Yes, barely. You can see he's bleeding heavily.
Swinging again. 10. Damn it.
10 on this guy. Hang on, that might still be a hit. Just missed. Just sidesteps it.
Got it.
Okay, anything else?
Nope.
Okay. Zora, D20, please.
Should I click the death save button or just roll a d20?
You can just roll a D20, and I don't. If there's a roll
I have
for it.
advantage on death saves, by the way.
Oh, okay. Then roll twice.
You've already been there, so you know what it's like.
Yeah, like fuck this.
Oh
It's
man,
def-
he almost critted twice.
Almost did. But one success. Lysander, over to you. Oh, it's
All right.
you can move your hex, I believe.
Amazing.
Yeah, you know.
What's
What'd
that?
you say?
I said you can move your
Move
hex.
your
I
hex.
believe.
Yeah. I'm gonna move it to the other guy. I'm just seeing how much I gotta move to do that.
The guy in the back, the other human.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, you just need to move kind of to the left just a tiny bit so you get a
I question the
range.
phrase human in this case.
fair. Yeah,
okay.
you only get 90
So-
feet on that, so you have to move up and to the left a little bit. Yeah, get a view to him.
Yeah.
Okay. Yep.
So, move hex and then double barrel Eldritch Blast.
Okay.
Miss.
That is currently a miss on him.
Oh, just rolled off the nat 20.
Hit. For sure.
Two.
Yep, definitely a hit on that one. And
So 10 plus 1 of necrotic.
got it. Ugh, damn. Okay. Anything else?
Oh, and
Lysander?
I'll also give this guy disadvantage on Constitution saving throws.
Of course. Anything else?
That'll do it. That's
Okay.
it.
All right, he's gonna run up here and to there, and he is going to use a full action and cast his last spell slot of Cure Wounds on the Radiant dude. Try to bring him back up. By try, I mean will. What is Cure Wounds now? I'm looking at an old character sheet. Cure Wounds now level 1. Is it 2d8 now?
I believe so, yeah.
I think it got bumped up. That's 2. 12, 14. You see him. Brother! It is not your time yet! We must destroy these creatures! Is what he says. And that's his whole action. And he is done.
Is it too late to call a timeout and ask for a truce?
Listen, you guys
Yeah.
are using Radiant. We might too.
Like, guys, I'm sorry, timeout. I think we made a mistake.
I love it. I think that's a great time for that. But he gets up back on his knees. You know, it's not his turn yet, but he starts kind of moving as these mongrels continue to race in here. 2 on you, Roderick. 3 on you, Rivers. Continuing to hold the
All right,
line.
This guy's got disadvantage. The
Thank
dude
you.
on the right.
Thank you.
Yeah.
I will remember that one. Actually, I'll do you first then, so I don't forget. First guy, miss. Second guy with disadvantage. Is it on the first one, right? So miss,
Yeah.
nat 1. Then the regular one, 21. That does hit. And the third one, miss, hit. So 1 hit from each. For 7, 8, 9 total between the 2 swings. Roderick, did you reckless?
Yes.
Okay, so these are with advantage. First guy. Miss. And miss. What's your AC? I don't think
17.
Yeah, I don't think it's that low. And the second one. Hit. And miss. One hit for 5 points, half to 2. And they are all done.
Trust.
All right. I lost that page. There it is. Okay. They're all done. This radiant creature stands up, uses his sword. Half his movement to stand up. He will recast his Bless ability. Not cast, but he will activate it. I need to put him back on the board. I deleted him.
You seriously just res that bastard?
Yes, he did. Not res, but
Yeah.
he brought him back with 14 hit points. There we go. Put him back there. He was here. He gets up.
He was by Roderick.
Thank you. I can't remember where he was at.
Oh yeah, he was where that guy was. Where the mongrel is.
Okay, got it. So we'll just kind of move people around here a little bit. It's fine. So he'll get up, and then he will... That's half his movement to get up. So he can't get to you, Drew. He really wants to get to you, Drew, as he sees you out there, but he can't. He's got to keep his focus on Roderick. Actually, he might be able to get to Darren with flight. Half his movement. Ouch! Down to... Okay, so... Darren's the one that killed him. To attack when it flies out of an enemy's reach. He is going to fly up out of the air. He does not provoke opportunity attacks when he flies. Darren, he lands in the woods next to you.
He doesn't?
That's what it says. I'm just reading it off
Doesn't
the
take
stat
opportunity
book.
for flying?
He does not. He has a special ability. Doesn't provoke an opportunity attack when he flies out of an enemy's reach. He just Superman flies up into the air, darts over, kind of just really isn't a flight, almost like a super leap, using his wings, and he just lands in front of you, Darren. Demon, that will be your last strike, he says, and takes 2 swings.
Maybe he's saying demon like metaphorically, like
He's literally
I
a
think he
demon.
means it literally.
She's literally a
like
demon.
we are
think
demons of light, and
fif-
he is a demon of darkness.
15, which I think is a miss, Darren.
Yeah, it is.
Okay. And second swing is a 20. That's a hit. For 10 points of piercing. Or slashing, excuse me. Not that it matters. 21 radiant.
Yeesh.
That's where it gets you.
Yeah.
Yeah, no kidding.
And that's his whole go. That's everybody. Roderick, over to you.
Pain train cometh. That guy's really lucky that he flew away because I was about to use body
I
in
know.
club.
I'm not stupid.
I just
These
like
guys
hitting
aren't-
people with people, you know.
These guys aren't stupid.
How difficult would it be for me to go straight through these two and just eat some hits in the face to go right to him?
No, there is no attacks of opportunity because you're not leaving their threat range to move to that spot.
All right, good. Smile at the first one that hits me and go straight for Lee, and that just healed his.
Okay. You see, he's just barely getting up. His hands up in the air. He has no weapons as you come swinging. What are you using? The axe now, or are you using the hammer? Just for my own color.
The hammer still because I'm not super with it, but
Okay.
it'll happen.
Okay.
Double hand over the head and just good. Just give him 2.
2 reckless.
Oh yeah.
Okay, love it.
3, 3,
Yeah, that's a hit.
10, and
Natural 20. Oh my god. All right, so the first one, go ahead and do regular. What's your normal damage? A D10?
Yeah.
D10 plus what? Go ahead. Just do the regular damage. Just roll a D10 because it's gonna jack up your sheet.
Yeah, tell me exactly what to roll, because I clicked on the...
Just roll a d10.
Got
And what's your normal plus?
my normal plus is +8.
So 15 on the first swing so far, on the regular swing. All right, and then do you do any additional damage on that?
On the first one, yes.
Yep, go ahead and do that.
96
Now
plus
go ahead and
2.
do that. Yep.
3 necrotic again.
Okay, got it.
It's new.
And then the nat 20 is a d10 plus 8, so 18 plus plus plus. He's down instantly, and he's the healer, so there's no point in worrying about if anybody's getting back up. You kill him. Just first one spins him around, the second one you just crush his skull. In a bloody rage, instantly dead.
He did.
Cal Solis, over to you.
Okay. Well, since he decided to come in range, I'm gonna, for the first time ever, pull out my rapier and
What a pitiful little
take
thing,
his swing.
he says.
What's that?
A pitiful little blade.
It's true. It's a skinny little blade. Where is it?
Literally? You gotta look around for it?
Hang on, where is it?
Yeah, 21.
Why is that with advantage? Do you have...
All of my attacks are at advantage.
How's that? What's that from?
The feat that you
He's
that I took.
badass.
What's that?
As long as I don't move, it's the feat that I took. Remember
Oh, yeah.
that you gave me.
Yeah, okay. As long as you don't move. All right.
As long as I don't move, or if they move first.
Yep. That's it?
All right. And
What's the extra damage?
he can take 14.
What's the extra
What's that?
damage for? What's the second one for?
Sneak attack.
Do you... Oh, because you have advantage. Duh.
I have advantage.
Yeah. Sorry. Took me a minute. My brain's moving slow tonight.
14.
I think that's really funny, because as he says, pitiful little blade, he was healed for 14 points, if you recall. You drop him back down.
Kill
Just
him again. I said... I did not tell you could get back up. Right.
he just topples over. This time, the radiant light vanishes. Okay.
Mess with me, angel boy, says the demon.
Any movement or bonus action, Darren? Otherwise, it's over to Rivers.
Where are we at? From there, yes, I will cast Healing Word on Zora from here.
Okay.
So I'm now within range. Hold on a sec. Gotta find lost all my stuff. Okay, so yeah, from here, I'm gonna cast Healing Word. You get up with 11.
There you go. 11 points, Zora.
11.
Rivers, over to you. Surrounded by these mongrel people.
All right.
Done a decent amount of damage to you at this point.
Start swinging.
Okay.
Swing at this guy to the right of me.
Okay.
Hopefully kill him this time.
Yeah,
Jesus.
he's pretty bloody. Just needed to connect one more time.
11.
On the dot. Good lord. Your rolls were like
God.
my little dry spell there for a few turns
Terrible
there.
rolls tonight. 9 damage through.
Down. That one goes down. The one in the middle. One on the left is also injured. Just a little bit. He's
What
not.
left meaning this guy?
No.
Oh, okay.
Stage
I
left.
see what you're saying.
Your If you want to attack a different one, you can. I'm just letting you know that one's bleeding a little bit.
Nope, you're good. Yeah, I'm gonna attack him. Here it goes. 25
That'll hit. Yeah.
for 5 damage.
Wow. Good lord. Another one.
It's the other way.
Love it. Love it.
Jesus Christ.
Great.
You smash into him. He's bleeding pretty heavily at this point, but still up. Anything else, Rivers?
I'm gonna action surge and hit him again.
Oh, okay. So full. Okay. You can make 2 more attacks.
Oh, it's just because it's one additional action.
Yeah. It's an attack
Yep.
action.
Okay, cool. Yep, swing at him again.
Okay,
For
first one hits.
15.
Do the damage on that one. I mean, you can just move it to the next one.
5 damage.
Wow. Roll again. He will die if you hit him again, but you have one more attack.
All right.
Dead.
There
Let's
you
see
go.
the damage, just so we can see it. There you go.
Yeah, great. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, that one goes down. Okay.
Love it. Excellent.
Okay. That's it. Zora, over to you, followed by Lysander.
You still up?
You are up.
You are up, and
What is still up?
there are 3 of them around you, none of which have been touched.
One for each line. Should I spill my tentacles and try to get all of them?
Or you get one, you can grab it.
Yeah, if you hit them,
Yeah, yeah.
hit one 3 times, they're restrained.
So I was hit the one 3 times then. I'm on my back, and when I get the healing word thing, I just hit up and I'll show you a fucking demon. Is that?
You almost can't miss these guys. Hit. The first one is immediately hit. Let's see. Okay, and give me the damage. The 3d6 damage.
3d6.
Brain is racked with.
Kill him outright.
It's not that much. These guys got a little bit of hit points, especially with that roll. Okay, definitely see him his brain racking with psychic energy as he gets tangled up by these 3 tentacles. Okay, anything else, Jeff?
I turn invisible.
Nope, you're invisible. Nope, that spell you were unconscious. That if that was
was it?
concentration, you're out.
I don't think it is concentration. Let me double check.
Good, double check.
Yeah, it is concentration. You're right. Sorry. My bad.
Good. All good.
I don't think I'll do anything else then.
Okay, Lysander.
I'm holding him though. The guy I hit was
Yeah.
restrained now, right?
Yep, yes, he is. Which one did you want to grab? They're all in range, so it doesn't really matter to me. But
Whatever one's saying to my right, I guess.
okay, got it. Okay, Lysander.
So that one is restrained, which
Yep.
means it attacks it with advantage?
Disadvantage. That's right.
Or the attacks have advantage on it, right?
As well as advantage. That's correct.
Oh, yeah. Okay. Cool. I will... I'm going to move my hex to that one.
Okay.
And then I'm going to double barrel shoot it.
Okay. They're all at advantage. He is probably not going to survive this. I would
Yeah, you might
not
want to
expect-
save one of those shots.
Well, yeah,
Might not even go.
they're all the same AC, so
Yeah.
like we can just move it. It's not a big deal. So
26 to hit.
okay, hit. So go ahead and do the damage on that one. Let's do it. So it's because it's quite a bit of damage here. Yeah, that hex combo is nice.
11
Plus
plus...
the D6.
2.
Oh, he's still up by 3. So as long as you hit, he's toast.
He already hit. He hit with both. He rolled a 15 and 18.
Oh, okay, I didn't see the other one. Then he is down. He cannot survive. He only has 3 hit points. You have a +5. That one, wrapped around in the tentacles, drops down 2 blasts that spin him around like a top. Lysander, anything else?
Nope, that's it. Do it.
Okay, there is 2 left, and it is their go. Continuing to try to avenge their fallen folks. They're going to stay on top of you. I think the big boy. So you, Pat. Both turn to try to tackle you and try to bring you to the ground.
As they both turn before they start attacking, say, "Who's next?"
Okay. First one to the left. Miss. And miss. Even with advantage, that's terrible. Second one. Miss. Good golly. And hit. 1 hit. for 2, half to 1.
He's
Good
next.
Lord. You just tap him. Wow, this is going to be over. Okay, top of the round. And last turn.
Which one hit me?
Roger, the one on the left.
Okay. Go for that guy first.
Okay.
Is there any way to just roll like? This is getting a little tedious with the attacks with advantage.
Yeah, you can roll them with advantage. You just right-click on it. And
Yeah,
then...
if you right click on the button, it should bring up a menu that says like roll
No
with advantage.
shit! Oh my gosh! Thanks, guys.
Yep.
No problem.
All right, let's give that one a whirl. I'm never doing that again.
It's still hit.
Still hit.
These guys have an 11 AC. And the second one, if you want to do that one.
Oh yeah.
Oh, nailed. Almost another nat 20. 2 hits. Damage, please.
First one is
Oh,
16
good golly.
plus 8. 16 plus 8.
Oh,
It's 24.
yeah, the second one will kill him. They had 26 hit points. You swing twice, crush him, drop him to the ground, leaving Calsolis. Over to you. Just gonna move quickly through this last round.
All right. Take the bow back out and take a shot.
Okay.
Same guy. 15.
Hits.
I'm a little concerned about these green things that Doug's keeps putting on the ground.
Okay. I just needed to make a note for myself.
15.
Sure you do.
I was hoping you wouldn't notice that, Drew.
I saw it before and I thought Foundry was glitching out, so I didn't say anything. I was about
15.
to refresh the page.
You stick
You
him with
guys
an
saw
arrow.
the spot.
Not dead, but pretty close. Anything else, Darren?
No.
Rivers, there's one left. Bleeding heavily.
Sure.
All you gotta do is connect. That's
11.
a hit. That's a hit. I mean, barely, but it's a hit. Hey, at least it's a decent damage. He only had 11 hit points, so one quick swing.
Bang, bang, bang.
We're not going to end quite yet, but just in about 3 or 4 minutes. I'm going to take us out of initiative, however. As the last of these creatures drops to the ground.
Don't forget there's an invisible thing in the woods.
Yes, I
was
was
gonna
going to
say,
remind you of that.
There's what?
Yeah. I won't forget because I never knew.
I never
Yeah.
saw it.
Are you saying that out loud, Drew, or was that out of game?
I'm saying that I will say that out loud. Like, there's an invisible thing in the woods.
I point in the general direction where the footprints went, so you know I know.
Okay. As
Nice.
you say that, actually, I got to check something real quick. Hold on a minute. I forgot to check one thing.
The fucking predator monster just shows up, like decloaking and
I just got to check.
His
one
shoulder.
thing.
yeah,
It's not.
shoulder plasma cannon just spinning and
Why
that's what all
not?
those squares are, is where Doug's gonna be shooting plasma blaster.
Wrong game. No, yeah. So, Lysander, you say that, and as you say that, the following happens. This is where we'll end for the night. As you say that, Darren, you sense it. Lysander, you sense it. Zora, to a lesser degree, you sense it. The other two, you would not. You're not really attuned to that kind of magic. But as you say that, you three feel a wave of magic just sort of stretch out through the mana presence that's just sort of in all things very much. It's always something you're attuned to and can feel just in the background. You feel something just wave through the area.
Good magic, bad magic.
You don't know,
yeah,
but Rivers, as you all feel that, Rivers, what you hear and see is that the mongrel at your feet that you just killed, you see its eyes turn purple, its head turn 360, and all 7 of the mongrels, 6 mongrels and the priest, which is what I was marking in the green, so I remember where their bodies were, the 7 of them all start moving. And that's where we're going to stop. As you see 7
Holy
undead creatures start to stand up at the start of a continued, because I rolled initiative for everyone, continued through this round, preparing for this potential eventuality. So these creatures start moving up. Mostly looks like zombies and a couple of ghouls. And the priest, the one in the back, kind of starts to stand up and has just a different look to his ghoulish face. And you see his mouth kind of distend a little bit. His eyes and mouth kind of glow with this kind of purple light as the 7 of them all start to stand, looking at Rivers, Zora, and Roderick. And that's where we're going to start.
Great.
Lich.
Great.
We're going
Excellent.
to stop. So we will see you in 2 Wednesdays. Hope everyone has a great night. Don't forget, Starfall on Sunday at 7:30.
Sunday.